Good morning and welcome everybody to the Gary Williams Stole My Lawn Furniture Show. That is not how we actually wanted to start today. I forgot to remove the intro. We were going to start today with what's been all over the news, and honestly, it's been a heavy couple weeks between our friend group and just what's been going on in the world. And it's honestly been it's kind of been terrible, and everything that happened yesterday. So this is the last we're going to bring it up. We're going to say a couple words on it, and then that's it. We don't want to hear about it anymore. We're not a political show, but we feel like we need to say something just because it's been pretty heavy here recently. Um, so nobody should celebrate the death of another person ever. That sucks. What happened yesterday is terrible. No matter who it is, whether you agree, disagree, I don't really give a shit, to be honest with you. Whether you agree or disagree, nobody should be killing another human unless they're actively attacking another human being or your family. And it sucks even worse that two kids and a mother just lost their husband and father, and they were sitting there in attendance and got to see it live. So that's just fucking terrible. Um, Along with other stuff, there's been school shootings lately, it's just so sad that like it's become a norm at this point. It's sad that it's almost numbing. Um, and it doesn't matter what side of the aisle you are on. As human beings, we're more alike than we are different, and we should come together more. And shit like this just kind of brings it together. And on top of that, today's September 11th, so we're celebrating another tragedy in this country that happened 24 years ago now. So it's just a lot of heavy stuff that's been happening recently, and I feel like there's just a cloud over America over the last couple weeks, and maybe that's extenuated over our friend group and us, and as our friend group losing somebody who we were close with as well. So I just want to say a couple words on that and move on from it. And that's about it. We don't care what political side you're on. We don't care if we agree with you, disagree with you. You can always find common ground somewhere. We're all human beings. So love you guys. That's about it. I meant to say that and then play the intro, but as you know, we're really good at tech.
Yeah.
Dusty, I don't know if Dusty has any words on it, but if not, we were going to celebrate Brian's birthday today. Don't know where he is.
Yeah. I'm not going to say any more words on it. I think you hit the nail on the head, and, pretty much how I feel as well. I'm not going to say anything else on the subject. I think we've got that piece out of the way of the show, and then our job on this show is to try to bring positivity in the rooms and of the people that listen to this show. So we're just going to try to do that for the remainder of the shows. But we definitely want to celebrate those who are lost and mourn those who are lost, not only yesterday, but on this tragic day 24 years ago. But as we move forward, happy birthday to our missing co-host Brian. I don't know what's going on with him. I gave him a call. He didn't answer.
He's MIA. If you know where he's at, let us know.
Yeah, if you're watching the show and you're with Brian or you know where he is, please let us know.
He's missing in action.
I'm sure he's fine. This is not the first time he's done this. If you've listened to us for a long time, you know that. But anyway, we're gonna.
I gotta preface that as well. I mean, we give him a lot of shit, but the guy and Dusty work late hours all the time, so
Yeah.
the guy is deservingly usually sleeping in because he's not getting home till 3 o'clock in the morning or whenever he gets home, depending on when the bar closes. So, not always by choice. So it happens. We all sleep through our alarms. So
yeah. Just a little update before we get into all the football stuff, because we're going to be talking a lot of football. And honestly, I'd like to give Brian a little bit of time here before we make picks for this week, because I'd like him to come on the show at some point and do this picks, because we're assuming he's going to be on at some point. Maybe he's just overslept his alarm. But anyway, baseball talk. We did the updated numbers for the Homer draft that we did at the beginning of the season. It was pretty close for a while, but Brooks's team has gone into the toilet, and we can mostly accredit that to the health of one Yordan Alvarez, his number 1 overall pick. Unfortunately, only has 6 homers on the year. One of the best hitters in the league, just hasn't been healthy all year and only has 6 homers for Brooks. So that's really bringing down his total. He is at 119 in last
And
place.
Kyle Tucker has gone through a little bit of a skid here. So
Kyle Tucker had
a little bit.
first month and a half, and he's only got 22.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Brooks' team is as follows: Yordan Alvarez, Aaron Judge, Mike Trout, Brett Rooker, and Kyle Tucker. He is at 119 total between those 5 guys. His standout on the team is quite obviously Judge, who's got 44 of them. Hit one last night.
Who was a 2nd-round pick? How'd you guys let him fall to me?
I don't know, dude. Well, I took Ohtani number 1, and it didn't snake back to me in time. So,
Who did Brian end
you
up
got
taking
him number
1?
5 overall. It's ridiculous.
Who did Brian take
And this was
number 1?
the fault of Brian, who picked last, but he is in 2nd place. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Jose Ramirez, Fernando Tatis, Rafael Devers, and Kyle Schwarber, who he got in the 4th round, has 50 dongs. He hit his 50th, I believe, 2 nights ago. He is at 153 in 2nd place. And I, the number 1 overall pick, am in 1st place. I took Shohei Ohtani. He's got 48. Juan Soto, 39. Matt Olson, Pete Alonso, and Gunnar Henderson. Gunnar missing a bit of the season didn't help me, but it doesn't matter as of now. Brian's only 6 homers back, and we still got maybe 2-3 weeks left in the season, so it's certainly possible he could catch me. I think Brooks is probably just about out of it unless Yordan Alvarez decides he wants to hit 20 homers in the next 20 games.
What's the punishment going to be on this?
I don't know. I feel like we have so many bets that we don't know the punishments for him anymore. But you're losing by quite a margin. Let's just say that.
I mean, it's gonna everyone's gonna have to get hot at the same time, and everybody on everybody else's team's gonna have to go cold. So, and nobody has 2 things about that list when I was looking at it. Nobody picked Big Dumper, which I guess we all thought last year might have been a fluke power wise. And also quietly, not a ton of talk about Juan Soto and gonna have 40 dongs again this year.
He's gonna come in like 3rd in MVP.
Nobody's talking about it. I feel like nobody's talking about it.
Yeah.
Everybody just talked about how slow of a start it was, and they were freaking out about paying him all this money and not being worth it. And man, he's gonna end up putting it, maybe not average wise. I think his average and walks are down, and Ks are probably up if I had to guess, without me looking at it. But home runs are there. So.
Yeah, he's got 39 dongs. He's got 95 RBIs, so he's going to finish with 40 and 100 plus. He's hitting 264, which is low for him based on his career.
Yeah.
I think his career batting average is around 285. He's still getting on base at a ridiculous margin at 401 on base, with a 264 average is crazy. He's walking almost as much as he strikes out, which you can't say about basically any hitter in the league at this point in 2025 baseball. That just doesn't really happen. Especially for a guy who can put up these power numbers. So definitely quietly having a really, really, really good year. And it just goes to show how good he is, that he's able to do this so quietly. Where's the birthday boy? Joe, we don't know. He's MIA. Give him a call. Try to get him on the show. It's not working for us. So we will keep that update, that Homer draft updated, and we will let you guys know what the punishment is going to end up being for Brooks. And maybe I'll get maybe me and Brian will do a little side bet on who's going to come in first there. Another guy we didn't mention at the onset of the season, Eugenio Suarez, who's hit 40 home runs several different times and has 45 home runs this year. Just another guy we just didn't draft. He's not a huge name. And he hits 233 average wise. So, people don't really gravitate towards those guys, but the guy hits dongs, and he always has. So, good for him. Just wanted to shout him out. Other MLB news, the Orioles are just walking off every single game we play now. I think that's 3 this week, 4 in the last 2 weeks, something like that. Basayo had the nice little bloop gork over the third baseman in front of the left fielder on the left field line the other night. And then last night, Dylan Beavers had an excellent at bat, got down 0-2 early, worked it back to 3-2, and had all the confidence in the world at the plate. It seemed like Dylan Beavers, by the way, having really, really good at bats. I love his approach. I think he's been doing an excellent job. I love that he was on after the game last night, talking about his mental health coach and how much that's helped him with his at bats and his preparation in the game and staying calm in the in the big leagues. I think that was really cool. But yeah, good for the Orioles. After Paul Skeens was just absolutely shoving it down our throats for 5 innings, they pulled him because of workload stuff. He only had 64 pitches, and we were able to get to them in the ninth. So yeah, I loved every minute of that. Brooks, did you get to watch the game yesterday?
I tuned in a couple times. It 4 out of 5 walk-offs, and 3 of those are young guys. 2 Sammy B and 1 Dylan Beavers now.
Yep.
So we went from 0 walk-offs to 5 pretty quickly total.
Yeah.
It's I guess this is what we do now. Do we just wait for the last couple innings? Well, I don't know. It's we knew this was going to happen against Skeens, and we've been in extras the last 2 nights. I think 3 nights. Has it been 3 nights in a row?
What was that?
We've been in extra innings.
Oh yeah, 2 nights in a row for sure. I don't think it was maybe 3 nights in a row, but definitely 2.
Yeah. So it's
hard to remember. They all blend together at this point.
I mean, it's cool. The walk offs are cool, but I mean, let's give Tyler Wells some credit here. 2 good starts in a row, man.
Only really threw 1 bad pitch last night. I mean, he gave up the homer to the hometown boy, the St. Paul's boy, Spencer Horwitz, who Brian coached. It would have been great to get his opinion on that. We're just gonna keep shitting on Brian until he comes on. But yeah, he pitched excellently. What did you see out of him in particular, or did you said you kind of clicked in and out of the game?
Yeah, Tyler. I like Nick Votes. Tyler Wells, the reliever. Yeah, I mean, we forget. Does 82 wins get a wild card? I don't think so, Joe.
No, and that's
but
also
I mean, that's the goal.
Assuming we win 15 straight games, right?
Nah, yeah, I think 80 and above is the goal. 80, 81 and 81 or 82 would be cool, but 80 and above is the goal, I think. But yeah, I mean, we forget that 2 seasons ago, last season was it last season? No, 2 seasons ago. Tyler Wells Tyler Wells was one of our best pitcher, was our best pitcher the first half of that year.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know he lost it in the second half of that year. He got tired. He obviously wasn't ready for that workload. It's the first time he's thrown that many innings that I remember seeing. But yeah, I mean, I've said it. I don't think. Do I think Tyler Wells is going to be like our ace? Obviously not. But I mean, I think he can be a solid end of the rotation / swing guy. I don't think he's a closer. But the last two outings are encouraging, man. Especially, I mean, we talked about. Telling me there's a chance. There's always a chance.
There's always
tall
a
guy.
Chance.
But yeah, it's encouraging. I like what I'm seeing. I don't love what I'm seeing out of the hitting. I'm not that upset about it against Skeens. But I mean, there's been multiple nights here where it's been like 1 or 2 runs against some guys that I would wish we would score some more against. So, but anyway, we're getting there. Things are positive right now. Let's lean on that. Let's end the year positive. And it's kind of crazy. Like, I think I said it 2 weeks ago or a month ago. Like, everyone says like injuries are not an excuse, and to an extent that's true. But this year, injuries are a fucking excuse. I mean, some of these guys start coming back, and look at it, we start winning. It's
yeah.
I mean, it's incredible. So
yeah. It's hard to overstate the lack of pitching depth that the Orioles were able to have this year. And I know we traded a lot of guys away at the deadline. The bullpen just completely underperformed most of the year, and there were some injuries, but for the most part, the bullpen wasn't all that drastically hurt. The starting pitching staff was completely ransacked, though. So yeah, it was a tough year for the Orioles, specifically the pitching staff, and I know there's injuries all over the place, but we're going to get back. Like Brooks said, it's going to be, it's a positive end of the season. We're 8-2 in our last 10. We're 7-1 in September so far. I mean, it's been a really good end to the year so far. The beginning was a complete disaster, and I wish August would have been a little bit better. We had a stretch against the Astros and Red
Yeah.
Sox where we looked like we were just reverting back into our cocoons a little bit. But I like the way we've been playing in September to end the year, and getting any positive momentum going into next year would be great. Also, getting some free agents would be really nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's got to be the plan, right? But I mean, back to your bullpen comment, it would have been nice to have. I mean, all things considered, Suarez out there to be a long guy, or wherever you want to put him. I mean, Christ, with all the injuries, he would have been starting. It would have been nice for Batista not to have kind of a workload count at the beginning of the year. Obviously, he had to because of injury, but if he didn't have the injury or coming off an injury, having him at full health would have been nice. And now we haven't had him for a couple weeks to probably 2 weeks now. How many? Probably a month now at this point. Um, so I mean, there's some injury issues there too. I mean, I'm sure we've blown some games this year because we haven't been able to use Batista when we'd like to. Um, so it's a culmination of things. Like I said, injuries are an excuse at a certain point. It's almost unbelievable. It's like we're the 49ers of the MLB.
God.
Or the
I feel so
49ers or
bad
the
for the
Orioles. I don't know.
49ers.
Which way you want to go with it?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, the 49ers have been 49ering for a long more time, a lot longer than the Orioles.
2
Been
years,
Oriole,
yeah.
But yeah, it's been really cool to watch the team rally in September. It's been really cool to see all these walk-offs. It seems like the games right now are kind of appointment television, even though we're more or less out of it, just because the games have been so much fun to watch and the endings have been so crazy. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Mr. Delaware Dave has a question here on Instagram since I have it up. Do
What
we
is it?
hire a vet manager or a young manager this offseason?
The trend has been hiring younger.
For the
That's what
Orioles
a
or all
lot of
around the league?
just around the league. The trend has been hiring younger. I know Hyde was, I guess, an attempt at that as well. But a lot of these guys are ex players. I don't believe Hyde fit that bill, right? He was not an ex MLB player.
Not MLB,
So
minor league, I think.
yeah, so the trend line I would say across the MLB is to hire a younger guy, hire a coach that played in the bigs that the kids are going to respond to a little bit more. And I think with our locker room, that probably makes a little bit more sense. I think getting a younger guy that played would probably with the amount of young guys we have in our locker room, I think that would probably play better with the locker room. Now, I don't know. Do you want to flip that the other way and say maybe we should go for more of a vet manager, a guy who's been there, done it longer, so he could maybe instill some wisdom into these kids? I can see both sides of it. I don't know. Is it Buck Britton's time to shine at this point? Maybe he's kind of in between those couple of those examples I gave. Brooks, what's your opinion on it?
I would say, I mean, there's not a ton of vet managers out there to go after that I can think of
Yeah.
off the top of my head. There's Joe Girardi if he wants to come back. Skip Schumacher is high on my list. I mean, he was down there and with the Cardinals for a couple years, I believe.
He was
Um,
coaching Miami too, I think.
that's true. Yep. Who's the other one? Gabe Kapler, but he's somewhere right now, I thought. Who other are some other
Not
vet
Shaka
managers?
Smart,
Not
that's
no.
for sure.
Joe Madden. I think
Joe
Joe
Madden.
Madden's been out of the game. I think he'd be fine. I think he'd be a good leader and everything like that. He's been out of the game and he seems pretty content. But we said that about Tito, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
What about Buck?
If you're not, I don't think. No, I just don't. I love Buck. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think we go back to the well. I just don't think that's a good recipe, to be honest with you. And I don't think Buck would do it. I don't think the Orioles would do it. So I'm trying to rack my brain here. Mike Matheny is a possibility, I think.
It also could just be a guy that it could be a guy that played a little bit of time in the MLB and has been on a bench somewhere, and we don't really know his name yet. It could be,
what? So what?
my personal wish list, and I don't know how
Ross.
realistic this is. is Mark DeRosa from the MLB Network. He's coached Team USA.
Yeah.
He's clearly to get into coaching an MLB team. He's going to be very picky about who he gets in there with. I think he's a young enough guy. I think he knows a lot about baseball. Like, clearly, he played the game for a long time. He was a really good player. I think he could be on the top of anyone's board here for next coach.
I'd
I don't
love
know.
Ross.
From the
I
Baltimore.
would love Ross, but I mean, the whole reason why he got fired in Chicago was his bullpen management stuff.
Yeah.
People were pretty pissed about that. So I think he connects well with the players. I think he's a player's coach, and I think they play hard for him. But the entire reason why he got run out of town was his bullpen management, from what I remember, and that's the reason why Craig Counsell got brought in. So I don't know if I'm my top three here are probably Skip Schumacher, and that is just going off of that's why we probably brought in Mabry because that's his guy, to have some leverage there. And Buck Britton makes a ton of sense. Obviously, I can see them going that way. And like what you said, I love DeRosa, man. He doesn't have any experience, but he has experience. He'll have experience with the USA baseball team. I think he's been a bench coach for the USA baseball team before. Um, I don't know. I just don't think there's a ton of vet managers out there that are willing to either come out of retirement. Um, I I don't know. Joe Madden's too far removed. I really think that Buck's done, in my opinion. Um, the only Buck that I think the Orioles should be bringing up is Buck Britton.
Yeah.
But that's always kind of a weird thing. Like you're kind of going for like Tony Manzolino is there as an interim manager, and then if you bring in like you fire him, or do you fire him and you have him switch roles? That'd be super awkward and weird. I just don't think that's a good dynamic or a way to go about it. So um not sure. And if Buck Britton comes in, he doesn't have a ton of connections. He's only been with the Orioles, really. Who's he going to bring in as his coaches? Does everyone stay where they are? I would imagine all of Oriole land wants the hitting coaches fired, even though they're new. But the results aren't there. So
Yeah. I mean, look, the guy who's about to win probably his second NL Coach of the Year or Manager of the Year award, Pat Murphy, was a bench coach for the Brewers for I think like 9 years before they hired him. He also was a head coach at Arizona State and Notre Dame, so he had plenty of head coaching experience. But he was on the bench forever. I just don't think there's a lot of guys like that out there. And I think the Brewers got super lucky. But the Brewers they just seem like they know what they're doing. And even though they make decisions that make us scratch our heads, they still continue to win year after year. And they're the best team in the league right now. Despite the fact that they just got swept by Texas, who is making a real nice little push for the AL West right now.
man, they
Could we
are like
consider a player manager? What year do you think it is, Mitch? I don't know what year you are in, but it's no.
Who would it be?
Not
All
gonna
right,
be considered.
let's think this through. This is a fun little.
If there's a player manager in the league,
Yeah.
Salvador
Who would it
Perez.
be? Yeah,
He's been in the league for 600 years.
It
He's
feels
got more
like that.
experience than anybody else. Ryan Flaherty.
Flaherty.
That's a ridiculously bad attempt at spelling Flaherty.
I know a lot of Orioles fans want him to come home, if you will. But it's I don't know if that's realistic or not. Man, who would the player manager be? Christ, at this point, Mike Trout. Who knows if he's? I mean, I would assume he's pretty smart when it comes to the game. But I mean, you bring him in.
Who are the rest of the olds?
Yeah, who are the old heads?
Who are the olds who are still playing? Carlos Santana, he's like 100. Verlander.
Yeah, I would have said.
Scherzer.
I would have said. Shit, I just lost it. Oh man. Oh, Anthony Rizzo, who just retired.
Yeah, congratulations to Anthony Rizzo, by the way, on a
I love Anthony Rizzo.
career. Retiring as a Cub after 14 seasons in the MLB. Good for Rizzo. Really long and great career. Yeah, just a great player. What about Chirinos? Yeah, I think he's been a bench coach for like a year or two, right? He just retired recently, if I remember correctly. He hasn't been out of the league all that long. I don't believe. Um, he's our current bench coach, but he retired, yeah, 3 years ago, 2022. So
From where? Milwaukee?
we all have that. No, from Baltimore was his last team. Actually, we all
Oh,
don't have
really?
that high dollar Catholic education, Baltimore City Public Schools, man. I'm just messing with you, Joe. I hope you know that. I know you do. Yeah, I don't know who it's going to end up being. I think we've threw out a lot of names. It could be a name that we've heard a lot about. I would think it's probably more likely going to be a name we don't really know all that well, a la the Brandon Hyde decision. But we'll see. Maybe they'll go different. Maybe Mansolino will keep the job. Who knows? I think that's pretty unlikely. But I mean, it's not out of the question, based on the last month, or especially the last couple of weeks of baseball. But you can't really base it on that small of a sample size. So
You can't.
um,
Why not?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's a very quick trigger in society based on how the last couple of weeks have gone. Not just in baseball, in football, in life, everything. That's how society works now. It's what have you done for me lately? So often. I think it needs to be a little bit more of a long term look at these kind of things. So
I think we bring in
uh,
Donaldson.
Josh Donaldson. If we hired Josh Donaldson, I might burn. Oh, I might burn Camden Yards to
I
the
know.
ground.
I know.
Not a fan of that human being. Any other news in baseball world, other than Paul Skeens is going to get a workload management, even though he's probably going to win the NL Cy Young. Like I said, the Brewers got swept by the Texas Rangers, who were trying to make a push, and Rizzo retired, be hit on. Dodgers below 500 since the All-Star break. Does this worry you if you're a Dodgers fan, Brooks? Or do you think it's just injury driven
I'm
mostly?
worried. I'm worried about the injuries in general there.
Yeah.
Am I worried? Like, I still think they're going to make a run in the playoffs. But I mean, with all the injuries, I just don't see how. And Tanner Scott's not throwing well.
No.
I just don't. Something, even them and the Yankees, man. I see them going in the playoffs. I see them winning more than a series for sure, but I don't see them having a realistic run at the World Series. Just don't.
Wow.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
I mean, look, they got a lot of competition to go through in the NL as well. The Phillies are still excellent, despite the fact that they have lost Trey Turner for the rest of the regular season. They've lost Zach Wheeler for the rest of the year, and hopefully he's able to figure that out and extend his career. But it's not looking great there. And then the Brewers and the Cubs, two of the best teams in baseball, right there in the NL Central, fighting for tooth and nail for every game for that division. I think there's a lot of good teams in the NL, and it's going to be a hard road for the Dodgers moving forward. It just seems like they always get there, but I'm not.
Yeah.
How about that?
If anybody can figure it out, they have enough veterans and they have enough guys that have kind of been there, done that they could figure it out. But I'm still kind of worried about them. I just don't see it. I just don't. If they were playing well with all these injuries, which they did for a while, I'd feel a lot better. But they're kind of sputtering. So crazy.
Phillies Karen.
Yeah.
Is this what
Phillies Karen? Yeah.
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 I guess she was all
Tough
pissed
luck.
off about. Yeah, it's a bad
Tough luck.
Yeah.
Not a good
I
look.
don't know. It's not really a story. I just think it's hilarious. Basically, this lady demanded the ball back after there was some fight for the ball in the stands. I don't really know. But it's a funny.
I mean, it's a
watch.
fucking baseball first. It's a baseball, first of all. Second of all, I mean, to take it away from a kid who actually thinks that's like the coolest thing in the world, like that's going to be like that'll be like a core memory for that kid. For you as a grown adult, who gives a fuck, man? It's a baseball. Jesus Christ.
I remember going to the yard as a kid, and I just wanted to get a baseball so bad. And I love that the innocence of that, and it's just really
Yeah.
cool when
He
you get to see
stole
the
she
kids catch
stole
the
it.
home run and stuff like that. If you're an adult, you need to get over yourself and let these kids have their fun at the ballpark, because it grows the game. It makes them love baseball like we do. We got to love baseball. We enjoyed baseball so much because we were able to participate in it so much and go to the games and do all this cool stuff. So, yeah, there should be a showdown between her and the bald home run catcher, Zach something. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not gonna say his name because we don't like him. But
Zach,
apparently,
Zach
last
Shamples.
night, yeah, last night at the Oriole game, our buddy, the tall guy, Chris Merrick, was sending us a picture that there was quite a few of his disciples out there trying way too hard to catch home runs in the flag courts and stuff like that. Just I don't know. Look, I don't want to I don't want to shame anybody for having a hobby, but if that's your hobby, you're a fucking loser. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Anyway, we can stop. I'm gonna stop shitting on people because
Yeah, I
that's
agree.
not what we should be doing. But you know, it's
I agree. I agree. I agree, Laura. If you're gonna be doing that shit, you better be giving it to a kid.
yeah,
Like kids should be out there doing it. That's why they made the whole deck in left field. That's why they turned that whole zone into only kids can go down there to try to catch home runs
yep,
with their parent. Like
yep,
this is a kid's game. It's a kid's that's fun for the kids.
yeah.
If you're an adult bringing a baseball glove to the game, I'm losing respect for you.
And if you catch the ball, once again, hand it to the little girl or little boy in your row or in your section that's been trying all game, that's been paying attention and stuff like that. That's what really matters. That's the point of all of this. And you'll probably feel a lot more rewarded than you would if you took that ball home and just sat it on your counter or whatever, because that kid would
And
be throwing that
never think
ball.
about it again.
That kid would be throwing that ball up to themselves in bed for the next few months of their lives at the very least. So anyway, that's my little rant on that, and that's really just you know, that's that's
I
just
like it.
how I feel. Yeah. Anyway, we are going to transition now, I believe, into football. We have a big game tonight. So before we pick all of our games against the spread, we're going to give one last ditch effort to get Brian Rogers in here, meaning I'm going to give him a phone call. But before we do that, we're going to do a little bit of a preview because there is a game tonight, and we'll pick the lines, and we'll do the snake draft. But before that, I want to get into the game tonight in particular because it's tonight. It's the game that we're going to be talking about the most for the next few days. It is Washington Commanders at the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers look like world beaters the other night against the Detroit Lions in Green Bay, albeit it is week 1, so it is
Got this
overreaction season.
got this duck just staring at me, so because this was supposed to be for Brian's birthday, but I can't have it keep looking at me. It's staring me right in the face.
All right, while you
Do
do
you
that, I'm going
have
to try
one?
and call him. I don't have one, unfortunately, but I'm going to call Brian while you do that.
Clarkson Holiday. You taste so good. ASMR. Brian. Uh-oh. 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 I see his lips moving. Looks like somebody answered. If I'm guessing, he's probably hungover from going out last night for his birthday.
He just woke up. Clearly, he didn't sound like he was awake yet. He said, "What? I need a couple minutes." And I said, "We don't been on the air for like 30." And he was like, "What?" He'll be on soon. Anyway, so we'll hold the picks and the snake draft for when he gets on in a couple minutes. But before that, like I said, we're going to do a little Commanders Packers preview. I said before, the Packers looked great the other night. The Washington Commanders, they didn't look their best, but they didn't really need to. They're 1-0. They beat the Giants. They took care of business. What do you expect out of this game? What's the storyline going into this game for you, Brooks? Can the Packers continue to look like the NFC frontrunners that they do, or is it Washington getting back on track? What are you looking forward to most in this game?
I mean, I certainly think that they can keep doing it because I don't think the Commanders' defense is that great. We saw that last season, and we saw it last week. So,
Well,
yeah, I
their
mean, do I
defense was
think
good last week, but they were playing a statue at quarterback. So
exactly? I mean, they didn't do much. I want the Commanders to be good. I really do. But we all said on here, I think the Commanders are taking a step back. They didn't give me any confidence last weekend that they're to change my mind on that. But again, week one, do I think the Packers are going to be as crazy good as they were last week? No, probably not. Um, there's a lot of stuff that happens, I think, like in the off season. Like we're going to sit here and um, work on a certain thing. And week one, it's either going to come out and work really well or it's going to come out and probably suck. And also, defenses have a lot of time to scheme for the first game of the year. So it's a week one. I think this week is more telling um, about how teams are really going to be because the first week could go either way. Like it could be a complete bomb, like we saw. Commanders didn't look great. I wouldn't say it was a complete dud, but we saw the Packers come out and be like, "Is this the best team in the league?" And I just
yeah.
don't think that. So, um, yeah, I think this is going to be a closer game than a lot of people probably anticipate. But the spread is kind of saying that it's going to be closer than what people think too.
Yeah, I mean, look, you got to remember this DC team, despite the fact that their defense wasn't that great, won 12 games and went to the NFC title game last year. So I think people still hold this Commanders team in pretty high regard. It's tough to overlook what the Green Bay Packers did last week because they looked really dominant on both sides of the ball. It looked like they could pretty much do whatever they wanted, and I think having their home games in Lambeau, I think it's one of the few teams in the league that really still has that home field advantage that we used to see when we were growing up. So I get it, but I think both of these teams are still thought of publicly as kind of the class of the NFC, along with the Eagles, quite. And maybe a
Mm,
couple other teams you could throw in there. I know there's some people who are on the Niners, some
Detroit,
people who are off. Detroit, who looked pretty bad last week. Minnesota, who looked terrible for the first three quarters and then turned it on, and they were good last year. And then there's always Tampa, who's lingering, but you can't really trust any of those teams in the South very very much. I don't really know. I do think these are two of the best five teams in the NFC, and I think this game could certainly go either way. I would give the slight edge to the
what's
Packers as the odds makers have, but
what's the new age home field advantage? Is what 3.5 points, 4 points? So are they
no,
trying to say,
it used to be three. Now it's
yeah?
more like 2.5 or two.
Oh,
So
so yeah,
it's
yeah, okay,
diminished.
sorry,
It's diminished. I would say like normally if it was
got
two
it.
teams like if it was Eagles Chiefs, it would have been Chiefs -3 for the longest time. Now actually Philly is favored over the
Hmm.
Chiefs.
So I mean, this
And
is pretty close to a pick 'em kind of,
correct. Yeah, I think this is almost this is basically they're saying Green Bay is 1 point better than the Commanders, and the
which is
line's three and a
surprising.
half
I
because
thought
they're at
this
home.
line would be like 5 after
I
what we
think it.
saw.
I think a lot of people expected that too, but I mean,
5 or 6, really.
yeah, I don't know, man. I'm really interested in this game, and I know that it sucks because it's a Thursday game, so it's almost like you feel like you're going to learn so much in this game, and then you look at the season as a whole and look at the Thursday night football games, and most of the time the Thursday night game you can kind of just toss out the window because it's just so random because there's just so much less time to prepare, and you don't really get the best out of either team for the most part on Thursday night games. But it's so early in the season that it feels like maybe they have a little bit more juice in them, and maybe they're still playing themselves into shape. I don't really know. The Commanders game was pretty boring last week. I will admit I didn't watch a ton of it, and what I did watch, it just seemed like they were rushing for the whole game because they knew Russell Wilson couldn't move, and they were just daring him to throw the ball, and they couldn't. So I mean, I don't think it's going to be that case with the Packers offense. I think they're going to have to be a lot more dynamic on defense to stop this Packers offense. I think Josh Jacobs gives you stability at the running back position. I think there's weapons all over the field. I think Kraft is super underrated at tight end for them. And then they just got a lot of guys who are pretty good. Like Dobbs is pretty good. Jaden Reed is pretty good. Matthew Golden is a rookie speedster. He looks pretty good. So I think there's just a lot more ways they can beat you as opposed to who the Commanders played last week. So I don't know. Will the Commanders defense be able to hold up against all the different looks that the Packers and Matt LaFleur could give you? That's the biggest question I want to see answered tonight. And also, can Scary Terry get back on track after a slow week? And after all this contract bullshit, Debo and Zach Ertz kind of outpaced him last week. You think hopefully Scary Terry can get back on track for them. We want to welcome in our buddy here, the birthday boy, Brian Rogers. Hi, buddy.
Morning. Can you hear us?
I don't know if he can hear us.
He's had technical difficulties with his headphones recently because he's an old man and he's 40 tomorrow. Look at the gray in his beard.
Can we see you, hear you? Hi, buddy.
Can you hear us?
Oh, well,
how's that for a fucking entry?
Can you hear us?
Kids.
Hey, buddy.
Yep.
How are you
See,
today?
look, he figured out his headphones. I'm proud of you.
I took them out of your ass. Good to see you.
They tend to work better that way.
You missed the baseball part of the conversation, but we have just
Good.
moved on to football. We're doing a Commanders Packers.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday to you.
Get out of here, dickheads.
Happy
Come on.
birthday, you fucking old man.
Happy
You're 40
birthday
and you're old as fuck.
to you. Fuck, I gotta drink this now because I just showed it.
This is disturbing as hell. All right, fine. Fuck. Give me a second. Hold on one sec.
All right, Brian's here. I'm drinking.
Just for you.
I'm drinking. Be right back.
Oh,
tarps on.
we dance.
Now we
So.
dance.
Now we dance.
Whoa, you took your hoodie off and put on a sweater. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. You also got the
At the tan line.
well, I'm looking in the background. You got the party lights in the background as well.
Yeah.
The glow sticks. Where'd you go? Did you go to the strip club last night? What you been doing?
Nah.
I'm just
I've been
messing
able to
with
sleep a lot. So finally took a sleeping pill. Those sleeping pills, they knock you the hell out.
Oh yeah. We were saying that
Tan line. Good.
the tan
I know, right here. It's right here.
Good stuff.
Dusty, he took off his hoodie and put on a sweater.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Sweater vest.
Sweater vest, yeah.
Best.
That thing is sick.
You take one of those,
Tarps off.
you take one of those sleeping pills, you sleep through anything. Pretty brutal.
Oh yeah.
It looks like Drewski. Yeah. Welcome to the show, Brian. Once again, you missed the baseball part of the conversation, but that's okay. I will let you know. He's not listening, so we're not going to let you know.
Ooh, Sergeant Stolen said that we need the CHC Orioles night hats.
CHC
Apparently there
Orioles night?
was
I
a
didn't know
Calvert
that.
Hall. There was a Calvert Hall night, I think 2 nights ago or something like that, where they had like Calvert Hall Orioles hats for like you could sign up to go for it or something. So
That's awesome.
that'd be cool.
Brian, the only thing you missed that I want to catch you up on is the Homer draft has been updated, and Brooks is by far in last place. You
Without
are
a
in
doubt.
second. You are in second. I am in first, but you are only 6 home runs behind me with 3 weeks to go in the season. Brooks is going to have to do some sort of punishment, but I was wondering if you wanted to do a little side bet. Maybe if you catch me, we'll do some sort of little side bet, and if you're interested in that.
No.
Okay.
Love the talk.
Fair enough. That's a shame. Okay.
No.
All right. So we have also decided that we are going to do the NFL picks, and then we're going to do our snake draft. Our snake draft is going to be, drum roll please,
For
Hot
your
Guy
birthday.
Draft 2, Hot Guy Draft 2, baby. It's Hot Guy Draft 2,
I have this tattooed on my ass. I'll show you guys in a second. All right. I got all my picks.
Oh
I'm
my
got my whole roster on my ass.
We're going to get a drink now.
He's so excited.
Uh,
Oh man.
best birthday present he's ever gotten.
I guess let's get into a little bit of a weekly preview, just an overview of what's going on in the NFL before we get into the picks, because we're kind of in and out right now. Brock Purdy, 49ers quarterback, it looks like he's unlikely to play this week, could miss a few weeks. He's got a couple of injuries. We just said the Niners are sort of like the Orioles. They've just been injury plagued for the course of the last few years. Also, their tight end, George Kittle, has been placed on injured reserve, which means he is going to be out for at least the next 4 weeks of the season.
Two guys on my team.
I believe a hamstring. Unfortunate. I have George Kittle on a few of my fantasy teams as well, and we're going to be hoping that Jake Ferguson can pick up the slack. Although we'll see.
Sounds like an accountant.
He's
he's the Cowboys.
Yeah.
The Cowboys, man. I also think I have Hunter Henry in one of the leagues. Also, I think Hunter Henry's kind of a sleeper. If he's still on your boards, maybe grab him. Lamar apologized to the fan, but he was just, if you watch the interview, he was just like, yeah, dude, like, I'm sorry, but like, maybe just keep your hands to yourself next time. Which I totally agree with him. I totally agree with everything he said. Like,
that was a half-assed apology, and I like it. I love it. I love Lamar, man. I really do.
Do I, dude. I totally agree with what he said and how he said
too.
it too. Like,
Me too. That's what we would say, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what we would say. He's one of us. Like, you know what? I'm sorry, but fuck you, and like, keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And dude, there are still people in Baltimore who, like, you go around, you hear town, and I heard it last night directly. It's like, we'll never win a Super Bowl with Lamar. I'm okay.
Were you in Dundalk or Essex?
This is no. I was in Canton, and this is funny. I bet you if Lamar was white, they wouldn't say the same shit. Like, Joe Flacco's elite. That's phenomenal. It's 100%. So stupid.
That's
why Ronnie makes that joke all the time, because it's a characterization of Baltimore, but it really happens. I have people telling me that down here all the time too. Same thing.
It's like, all right, what's your option after Lamar? Stony Case? Like, what the fuck do you want?
My argument is
we have one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history.
When you give up 41 points, you don't win games. All right, let me just throw it out there real fast.
There's only there's a handful of quarterbacks ever that have won 2+ MVPs.
Hey, you know what? Fire Harbaugh and let's hire fucking Ben McAdoo. That'll be a great idea.
Dan Marino.
Ben McAdoo,
one of them.
Ben McAdoo had some slick back hair.
People are so stupid. You need to bitch to breathe. Stop bitching. Just breathe.
Watch. Jesus, he's angry.
Put that on a shirt.
Hill.
Put that on a shirt. Stop bitching, just breathe.
Let's get into the picks this week. Tonight's game.
Dusty, go back to your stat. Yeah. It was Dan Marino, and who else was the answer?
What are you talking about?
There's only been two quarterbacks to win multiple MVPs.
No. It's just the amount of.
You had a stat that you were saying.
I know, but I was just. It wasn't that, but I can give that stat because I've seen that as well.
Chris Redman.
Lamar's the only player to win multiple MVPs and not even play in a Super Bowl. I think there's only like one or two other quarterbacks that have multiple MVPs and haven't won one. And I know Dan Marino is one of them. I can't remember who the other guys are, but
I wonder. Not Jim Plunkett. Fuck. Why am I blanking? Who was the Bills?
Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly?
4 Super Bowls.
I don't think he won MVPs, though. I think he was just kind of good. He wasn't great.
You don't think so?
I don't know. Jim Kelly ever win an MVP?
I don't know.
He won the USFL MVP in '84.
Yeah, I don't know.
He threw for over 5,000 yards for the Houston Gamblers.
Yeah, I don't know.
Holy hell. That's a lot of yards.
That is a
lot of yards.
5,200 yards and 44 touchdown passes, and he was a rookie.
Jesus.
Oh, man. He should have been in the NFL, it seems like. Okay.
I don't know. I actually don't even know That's a real stat. You're being serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
They played 18 games though. So a little bit of
Randall
spike there.
Cunningham?
That could.
I don't know.
Did the Vikings ever make it to the Super Bowl?
No, they lost that one on the field goal by Morton Anderson.
Morton Anderson, Hall of Famer. Anyway, let's get into the picks this week. Commanders at Packers is the Thursday night football game. That's tonight. The spread is Green Bay -3.5. The over-under is 48.5. We kind of just previewed this game a little bit. Vegas thinks this game is going to be pretty close based on the line. Who we like in this one? Brian, we'll go to you first because
he doesn't know the line.
Packers.
He doesn't.
Packers.
I just told him 3.5.
No, 3.5
Okay.
and Packers. I'll take Packers all day. They beat the living hell out of this team.
Okay.
And that's no shot at the. Yeah,
you think that's going to be a defensive dominant performance or an offensive dominant performance or just a complete dominant performance?
I think a complete dominant performance all around. Both sides of the ball. I just think the Redskins, the Commanders, the whatevers, they are going to be overmatched by this team.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit before Brian came on. The Packers look like world beaters last week. I think they come back down to earth a little bit. Commanders look like dog shit. We thought they were going to regress this year at our preview show, but I thought they looked worse than we thought. I think they come back and play a little bit better. So I am going to take the Commanders here. And I mean, do I love the pick? No, but Vegas knows something to have this at a 3.5 spread. I feel like this should be 5 or 6. So
my head says Packers, my heart says Washington, and I think I should just generally go with my head when it comes to gambling. So I'm going to say Packers. I will say I like Scary Terry 2+ touchdowns at 12-1 this week. I think they could funnel him some targets.
Yeah.
He could have had one very easily last week. Jaden Daniels missed him on a go route.
Also, are you surprised by how good Debo looked last week? Debo looked like the Debo of old.
No, this is what Debo does because Debo would be really good for the first 3 weeks and then all of a sudden need a hyperbaric chamber in order to breathe.
Well, I think we said it.
He's going to be in an iron lung by week 8.
We said this in one of the. I think we said this in one of the pregame shows or fantasy football shows that we did. I forget what it was, but I mean, Debo played last year after coming out of pneumoniya, which is nuts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so maybe this is healthy. Debo again. Let's hope so. But yeah, it was good to see. I mean, I like watching Debo play. He plays hard nose. He reminds me of Anquan Bolden a little bit. He's just he'll run into contact whenever he can. I love watching him play.
He's Heinz Wardy a little bit. Anquan Bolden. He seems like that.
Did you just make Heinz Ward a verb?
Yeah.
Heinz Wardsy.
Heinz
Wardsy.
So yeah, I like Debo. And I think if him and Terry get on the same page, that offense could really go. And Bill. But I don't think Bill is going to be able to run the ball at this Packers defense. I just think they're too talented.
Such a funny nickname.
Yeah. Next game is our game. The Browns are at the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are favored by 11.5. The over-under is 45.5. This will be Joe Flacco's first time playing a game at M&T Bank Stadium since he was a member of the Baltimore Ravens, I think almost 10 years ago.
First time starting.
Which is pretty crazy. First time, I think, actually playing in a game. He said he's played against the Ravens several times, but never played as the starter in the game. In Baltimore. So he's going to get a huge, I would imagine, video package and ovation. Yeah. And hopefully a warm welcome from a lot of Ravens fans who have grown a lot more fond of him over the year than when he was our quarterback and they were giving him as much shit as you could give a human being. But that's sports. So anyway, the line is 11.5. The over-under is 45.5. Brooks, what do you like about this one? What do you have?
Man, I usually don't go. This is usually too many points for me to take. I really think this is a pissed off Ravens team this week, and they come out and blow out the Browns. I just don't see how they don't. I think the defense plays a whole lot better. I don't have anything else to say. I think this is an absolute massacre. I think Baltimore wins by more than 11.5. I saw that Browns fans, or maybe Cleveland in general, was pissed off that they were doing the 30th anniversary celebration while the Browns are in town. And to that, yeah, I just kind of laugh. Sorry, guys.
You got your team back. Who cares?
You got your team back. You kept all your records. We're basically an expansion team. So shut the fuck up.
Give me the Browns.
Brian's going
Browns
to
to
go with
cover.
Cleveland. Yeah.
I don't disagree.
I think this line is too high for a division game, but I don't think the Browns are going to or the defense is not going to play nearly as well as it did in the second half last week. I don't think they're going to cover 2 weeks in a row with how bad they are. Give me Baltimore to win this game going away as well. Jacksonville, Cincinnati is the next game, and the line on that is Cincinnati -3.5 at home. And the over-under is 48.5. Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals offense only 7 yards of total offense in the second half in their win versus the Browns last week. And the Jaguars beat the Panthers 26-10 last week, but it seemed like the Jaguars could have won that game by 40. It just, the lightning delay made that game weird. I'll go first here. I like the Jags. I think they're going to win this game outright. I do not like what I saw out of Cincy last week, and I know that they notoriously start slow. But I liked what I saw out of Jacksonville. I did not like what I saw out of Cincy. I do not think that the Bengals should be favored by more than 3 in this game. So give me the Jags with 3 plus the hook.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, I'm on Cincinnati as well. I think they come. It's usually 3 or 4 games, so they get rolling. I think they get rolling this week. They put such an emphasis on starting out hot this year, and they obviously didn't last week. That I think that they start hot a little. They start rolling a little earlier than they usually do. It's usually the week 3 or week 4 is when they really start rolling, maybe even a little bit after that. But I think they rolled this week. Give me the Bengals 3.5 -3.5.
Hit the bull. Joe Burrow is going to hit the bull. Let's go.
One little thing I wanted to note, and I forgot to say before we did the picks there. Joe Burrow in his last 5 games against the Cleveland Browns is averaging 12 points per game and just over 200 passing yards per game. The other teams that he's faced over the course of the last 2 seasons, the same time period, he's averaging like 280 yards per game and 20 points per game. So for whatever reason, I don't know if it's just the Browns have his number or if it's because of the division game, but he just plays like shit against the Browns.
Start studying that film, baby.
You combine with the fact that he starts slow, and it was kind of the perfect storm of him playing bad last week. So I can see where you guys are coming from here, but I just like what I saw out of the Jags more than Cincy last week. So I'm taking
Myles Garrett's not coming up the middle this week.
Okay.
Take
Josh
Bengals.
Allen is the other.
Good
Josh
for
Allen.
him. The other Josh Allen, the one that's not. Yeah, I'll leave it there.
God, Jesus, Brian, go to bed.
I was in bed.
Man is a cock. New York Giants at Dallas is the next game. Dallas is favored by 4.5 in this game, and I got to tell you, I think it should be more. I don't get it. I think the Giants looked completely terrible last week. They're starting Russell Wilson again. I think Dallas could have very easily beating the defending Super Bowl champions in Philly last week, and I'm going to bury it here first already. Again, give me Dallas. I think they're going to win this game easily.
I'll take the New York Giants. I'm going because everything you say about division games, it's a freaking division game. So you say division game one way, and then you go that way. Then you say division game, and you go the other direction. I'm taking the Giants, and I'm not trying to be a contrarian here. I'm taking the Giants.
I'm taking the Cowgirls. And a lot of that has to do with we said the Cowboys. We all said the Cowboys are going to be better than what people think. And with the way the Giants looked, it's week 1. I get it, but the only thing that's keeping them in games is Malik Neighbors and their defense. So,
yeah, I totally agree with you. All right, next game, Chicago at Detroit, another divisional game for both of these teams. Both of these teams are 0-1. Detroit getting their first game at home. They are -6. The over-under here is 46.5. What do we think about this game? This is kind of a weird one for me. Brian, what do you think about this one?
Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Are you going to give analysis, or are you only picking teams?
Just picking teams, too.
Okay, just wondering.
Yeah.
Brooksy?
Yeah, give
You ask me a
me
question, you get an answer. Direct.
give me Detroit in a get right game. I think they come back and they're pretty pissed off about last week.
Yeah, they come back, they win. They're a better team. They're a better run organization right now, which is very odd to say about the Detroit Lions. I mean, so yeah, give me Detroit.
This is going to be a team ride. I did not like what I saw out of Caleb Williams.
Team ride.
Specifically in the second half, but he just missed a lot of throws that he should have made, and I just don't. I don't know. I maybe he'll get better, but I don't love what I've seen out of him. What's up, Dempsey? How you doing?
Temper.
She's like, why did you wake me up? I was sleeping.
So yeah, here is the first team ride of the week. Detroit Rock City. We do really generally not very good on our team rides. So next game, New England at Miami. The line on this is Miami -1.5 at home, 43.5 the over under. The Patriots played so bad last week that Miami is favored over them. I don't really know what the hell to do with this game. I think these teams
a stunning line.
Just stink ass. Both of these teams are ass bad.
This is the hot garbage bowl.
This game's not going to be on the quad box. It's not going to sniff the quad box. If it's on red zone, I'll turn it off. Give me the Pats, I guess. I don't know. Give me the Pats, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea what to say about this game. Both of these teams look terrible last week. Brooks,
you're both going to bye in week 2.
Pats.
Yeah, give me Pats.
Okay, everyone's taking the Pats. Nobody loves the Dolphins after what they saw out of Tua Tagovailoa last week. Not good stuff.
Dude, he was so inaccurate. So inaccurate.
And you know, they said something very I can't remember who the defender was, said if you take away his first read, he has a tendency to then get very nervous in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And all they did was double team his first read. And I guess they did film study. So I guess Tyreek Hill. They take away Tyreek Hill, and then all of a sudden he can get sacked. And that's why he looks so inaccurate. So that should be a trend moving forward.
It's nice when he's coming from college when Jalen Waddle is like their 4th best receiver and everyone's wide open every single down.
It's pretty sweet. It's like playing at Ohio State. Yep. See, Cardell Jones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember Cardell Jones. He won a national championship, and he's I think he's running a train station right now.
Choo-choo.
All right, next game.
Choo-choo, motherfucker.
Next game is the 49ers at the Saints. Interesting news in this game is that Brock Purdy is almost certainly not going to play. He could miss a few weeks. George Kittle is out on the IR for the next 4 weeks, and a couple other Niners banged up. The Saints played pretty friskily against the Cardinals last week.
Friskily.
We have very
fun words.
Very low expectations of this New Orleans Saints team. I don't know.
What's friskily mean?
Francisco. That's a fun word. Francisco.
Franciscally.
Francisco. The line is San Francisco -3. Mac Jones is going to start at quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. What do we have here? Brian?
I'll take the fighting Joe Horns. Give me the Saints.
Oh, my good God. He's got some balls. Taking the Saints +3. I didn't think they were going to be +3 against literally any team in the league this year.
Why is this 3 points?
Because Mac Jones is the starting quarterback.
Yeah, because Purdy's out.
It's a sexy name draft. Mac Jones versus Spencer Rattler. Like, what in the hell? Give me Spencer Rattler.
Speaking of Spencers, your boy hit the only dong last night.
Yeah.
Spencer Horwitz. Did you see that?
Spencer Horwitz, man. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Give me the Niners. I don't care. I don't care if it's Mac Jones or if it's Brock Purdy.
I think this is a Spencer Rat line. So give me the New Orleans Saints as well. I don't know. I think a lot of people are going to be on San Francisco and they're going to get their bubbles bursted. So give me New Orleans +3. I don't know. I think San Francisco is way better than them, but I think this is a rat line. I'm betting on New Orleans. I'm not gambling on it, but I am for the sake of this show. Next game, Bills at the New York Jets. Bills are -6.5 on the road against the fighting Justin Fieldses. And Justin Fields looked really good last week. Buffalo's defense looked like a complete like Swiss cheese for the first 3.5 quarters of their game against Baltimore last week. And I think the Jets were able to move the ball pretty easily. They were able to run the ball really effectively. I'm going to go against the Bills here. I'm going to take the Jets plus the points. And I know I'm probably stupid for doing so, but I believe in the Jets offense a little bit.
I'm riding with you, Dusty. I'm riding with you. On this one.
Are you on it too? We are on the Jets. You're betting the Jets and the Giants this week, Bri. That's a recipe for success historically.
Absolutely not.
I was thinking about the Jets, but then since you both took them, give me the Bills to cover.
Fair enough. I don't know. This is one of the harder games when I was looking at it. And once again, there's going to be a lot of public money on Buffalo, and usually it seems like the public money in week 2 doesn't really work out all that well. So I'm going to go against the grain a little bit.
Most times.
Yeah. But they lull you in week 1 sometimes. Next game, Seahawks at the Steelers. The Steelers are 3-point favorites in this game, and I think if you would have made this line before the season, I think the Seahawks probably would have been favored in this game. I think there's a little bit too much Steelers love coming out of last week when they were playing those Jets. And I think Seattle, as bad as they looked last week offensively, I think their defense is going to slow down Aaron Rodgers and this Pittsburgh offense. So give me Seattle to take to do a little upset work here. I think they win the game outright in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm with you. Bob.
Nah, Squealers.
Brooks is on the Pittsburgh Squealers. I do not want to see them start 2-0. That would not be fun. So maybe
they're going to. They're gonna at least hold the number 1 spot in the division for a few weeks. It happens every year.
Yeah, that's true. Look for a little Pittsburgh to win the first half, Seahawks to win the game. Maybe there. I can see that. Rams at Titans is the next game. This is the Jeff Fisher Bowl.
This is a real question. Just give me the Rams. Just give me the Rams.
He doesn't even know the line.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
The line for you taking tallies at home, the line is 5.5 in favor of the Rams at Tennessee.
This is the directional school versus an actual real SEC team. I'll take the Rams. It doesn't matter the line.
All right. Brooks, what do you got?
Yeah, I agree with Brian here.
I agree. This is going to be
have been 10. It could have been 10. I'm taking the Rams.
Yeah,
13 and a half, 14
it's a
and a half.
scary one. It's a scary one.
That's not a real line.
I've gone against the grain a little bit already, and I can't do it. I can't get there here. I think this Rams defensive line is pretty dominant, and if Stafford plays any better than he did last week, which I think he will against this defense, they're going to dominate this game.
Him and Devontae are only going to get better.
Yeah, and Puka is he was out for a couple plays. Kyron Williams is going to have a game where he has 200 yards and 3 touchdowns, and we're going to be like, oh, we forgot about this guy. Next game, Panthers at Cardinals. This is yuck. Cardinals, good for them. Opening their season against the Saints and the Panthers. What a welcome to the season for the Cardinals. Absolute cupcake. Probably 2 of the worst teams in the NFL they could play back-to-back.
Kyler Murray can play video games, so beat these teams.
And the line is the same as it was last week. Arizona is -6.5 as they were against the Saints last week. I think that line went up a little bit, but either way, Panthers looked really, really bad against Jacksonville last week. Brooks, what do you like on this one?
Oh, man. I think this line is pretty good, actually. I really want to go Arizona to come back and play better, especially with Kyler not feeling great last week. But give me the Panthers to play better than they did, because we all thought that Bryce Young would play better than he did in that first game after what we saw the second half of last year. So give me the Panthers to cover. I don't know if they win.
Brian? It's the 2 smallest quarterbacks in the league going head to head.
Just a bunch of little guys. Just a bunch of little guys out there, out there throwing it and catching it and having some fun.
The Techno Bowl is happening right in front of us. Give me the damn Cardinals.
Give them the Cardinals, and I'm going to follow you here, Brian. I'm going to take the Cardinals as well. I was high on the Cardinals coming into the season, and look, if they can't cover 6.5 at
they
home
can't cover against the
Bryce
Panthers.
Youngs, then
your pick doesn't look good.
My season is shot already. So
who are they throwing to? DJ Moore? Wait, he's gone. Who are they throwing to? Adam Thielen? No, he gone. Who else are they throwing to? Who fucking cares? Give me the Cardinals.
Xavier Leggett.
Who the hell is Xavier Leggett? He sounds like a Lego. All right, just
He
take the
talks like one
Cardinals.
too.
He talks like he's got Legos in his mouth. Denver at Indy, I would say two of the best defenses in the league last week playing against each other. Denver is going to Indianapolis. Denver's favored by 1.5 in this purported defensive matchup. The over-under is 42.5.
The reported defensive matchup.
Yeah, I don't know if it will be. We'll see. Bo Nix looked like complete ass last week, in my opinion, and Daniel Jones looked like a world beater. I think that is going to flip on its head. I know Indy's going home with a lot of momentum. I think that Dolphins team is that bad. I think Denver gets right here, and Denver wins. Brooks?
Denver. I agree. I think
Brian?
they win by over a touchdown.
Brian?
I think Denver actually takes Denver takes this game and might steal all the vendors out of the stadium. It's just they're going to beat the living shit out of the Colts.
Team
If we
ride.
kill all the Gophers.
Yeah, I think actually Anthony Richardson gets traded mid-game.
It's hard to understate how much different the Miami offense is than the Miami defense is than the Denver defense. I think Daniel Jones is going to be seeing ghosts by the end of the second
Daniel
quarter.
will have one leg by the end of the game. He'll be half
next game. Next game is, I would consider, the game of the week. It is the Super Bowl rematch. Philadelphia is going to Kansas City to play the Chiefs in the Taylor Swift Bowl, the Kelsey Bowl, whatever you want to call this, the Andy Reid Bowl, the LaShawn McCoy Bowl.
Root for the Meteor. Root for the Meteor.
Root for the Meteor to hit the stadium is I love that.
Why?
That was the old Steelers Pats game in my childhood. That's where it was root for the Meteor to hit the stadium. Sorry, I didn't even give you the line. The line is the Eagles are favored -1.5 in Kansas City. Don't see that often. Patrick Mahomes as a home dog has an outstanding record against the spread, but I don't care. I think the Chiefs. I've said it before the season started. I think the Chiefs is going to be a season from hell for the Chiefs. Give me Philly. I don't think their offense could be as bland as it was last week, and I don't think it will. I think the Chiefs are going to take a legitimate step back this year, especially without Worthy, a guy who can stretch the field against this Eagles defense, and Jalen Carter going to be on the field for this game. Wasn't on the field for the last game. I think that's going to have huge impact on the Philly defense. Give me Philly, and I think they win by a touchdown.
I'm going to go Hart here. I'm going to take the Chiefs.
Got it. Brooksy, this is a tough one.
I don't think it's that tough. I think the only reason this is 1.5 is because the Eagles didn't play that great last week, and that's about it. And they're playing at Arrowhead. I think Philly's a much better team, and yeah, I think this is an easy cover for. I mean, I'm agree. I think Philly's going to win this by quite a bit.
All right, 2 for Philly, 1 for KC. Once again, the line there with Patrick Mahomes as a home dog. His record is I didn't pull it up, but it's ridiculous. It's something.
If it was
like
4, if it was 4, I'd change my mind. But
yeah,
1.5.
Yeah, this is the Vegas doesn't know what to make the line zone. This is what the 1.5 line is. Like,
100%.
Yeah. Falcons at Vikings -3.5 in favor of Minnesota at home against the Fighting Michael Penises. 44.5 is the over/under in this game. JJ McCarthy looked terrible in the first 3 quarters, but looked great in the last quarter. The Falcons are quite the opposite. They can't get it done in the fourth quarter. They have a little bit of Ravens Jr. syndrome. It seems like. I'm interested. This is kind of a tough one. This is a Sunday night game, by the way. What do we like on this one, Brian?
Wait, did you go Ravens Jr. after 1 week of a season?
Well, no, it's just the last couple of years. It's the same story. Atlanta's winning in every game, and they just can't win in the fourth quarter. It's the same thing. The Ravens.
Fair, I guess.
Give me the Vikings.
Give him the Vikings -3.5. He doesn't care about the hook.
No,
this game.
They win by a touchdown. They win by a touchdown.
They're a better team.
I'll take Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell maybe actually play quarterback in this game.
It seems like no matter what, if I pick 4 against the Falcons, it's going to lose. Like I might pick a tie. I'm going to take Minnesota too. They're a better roster and they're at home. and they got a better coach. Give me Minnesota. I don't know. I'm not overthinking.
Yeah.
Brooks.
I probably should do the same and not overthink it. But I don't know what the Vikings defense is going to end up being, and how slow they were to start that first game. Oh man, this is. I think they nailed it with this line. Give me the give me the Falcons to cover.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know which way to go there.
I don't dislike that at all. There's not really much. I think that game's kind of tough. There's not really.
It's a tough game, but I'll take the better coach. I'll take the better player.
Yeah.
On the team, and that's Justin Jefferson. And
yeah,
I don't trust Raheem Moore with a potato gun, and Michael Penix, good for him, throws a left-handed ball.
Yeah. We have the 2 Monday night games this week. We have a 7 o'clock and a 10 o'clock start Eastern. By the way, I don't know if you saw this. UCLA is playing Michigan State in East Lansing. Guess what the start time is this week?
10 a.m.
11 p.m.
What?
At Michigan State. It's a fucking conference game. UCLA, Michigan State is playing at 11 p.m.
on Saturday.
On Saturday.
So the game will end at 2 a.m. ish.
Yeah.
This is, oh my God. If you were a party, and if you're at Michigan State and you want a party this weekend, you're asking for that campus to be set on fire.
This is disco demolition night. Like, what the hell? What? That can't be real. You've got to be lying.
If this is at West Virginia,
this is what I heard on.
You're gonna burn the campus down.
I could be wrong about this. This is what I heard on a podcast.
You have to.
Anyway, we're gonna be moving on from that. There's 2 Monday night games.
What a
One of
dumb
them is
idea.
at 10 p.m. this week. One of them is at 10 p.m. this week. I don't even know if that's real. I heard it on the Ryan Russillo show. You can fact check me. I didn't fact check it.
It sounds like they're probably at sounds like they're at UCLA starting at 11 p.m.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Eastern time.
Tampa Bay.
That would make more
Tampa
sense.
Bay at Houston. Tampa Bay at Houston is the first of the Monday Night Football games, and the line here is Houston -2.5. This line I don't get. I think Texans looked terrible last week against the Rams. I think their offensive line is really, really bad. I think the over in this game is the play, and it's 42.5. It's indoors.
Nico's going to get way more involved this week.
Nico, he had a terrible game in week 1 this week. I think it's going to be a different story this week. But I think Tampa's straight up a better team. I don't care where the game is. Give me Tampa. Brian?
Yeah.
Well, I'll take Tampa all day. It's Tampa all day on this one.
I'm Tampa too, man. Tampa too.
Tampa, you're playing defense. Tampa
look at you. Tony Dungy.
Tony Dungy, baby.
God knows ball. No, I'm Tampa as well. I seriously think full strength, both these teams, I think they're relatively even. So yeah, obviously the Texans are not. So yeah, give me Tampa, man. And honestly, Baker didn't look that great for a few quarters last week. I think everybody's knocking off the rust in week 1. So I think he comes out and lights it up a little bit.
Yeah, Dusty. I'm looking up.
It's USC, not UCLA, and it's 11 p.m. and it's in USC. So I was wrong. This is wrong. But either way, Michigan State is starting at 11 p.m. in a conference game. USC versus Michigan State. They're 11 p.m. They're playing on the West Coast.
That's why this was a whole thing. When those schools out there joined the Big Ten, everyone was like, "What are we doing?"
But there's so much tradition in this matchup.
Oh yeah, yeah. Magic Johnson versus Richie Bush. It's a crazy. It's the tale as old as time. Yeah,
I mean, that's why
one of my buddies
Stony Brook played San Diego State. I mean, that tradition is unbelievable. And they're in the same conference. It makes total sense.
One of my buddies is a Michigan State grad, and I think he actually works nights. That he's in the hospital and he works nights that night, so he's actually gonna get to watch it at work, which is great for him. But I mean, if he was working the next day and he had to sit there and watch a game that started at 11, that sucks, man.
Sucks.
if anyone ever started a game at 11 p.m., the campus would burn to the ground.
I had a.
It should be Hawaii and Hawaii only.
The
No more
incarnate
games
word
after
would
11.
actually, like, BYU would burn to the ground. They don't even drink there. Like, what's going on?
They're out there.
All right. Last game of the week is the second Monday night game, and that's 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m., I guess, on the West Coast. The Los Angeles Chargers are at the Las Vegas Raiders, going over to face the Raiders in Vegas. A couple of notes for this game. Ashton Genty, top 10 pick of the NFL draft this year, had a excellent year last year at Boise. Just a little interesting stat that I heard this week on him. He had 38 rushing yards in their opening game last week against the Patriots. He also had 44 yards after contact. So he had more yards after contact than he did total yards. That means the offensive line, not very good. That's what I would think.
Here's my fun fact. It's really hard to run through no holes.
Exactly.
So I will take the oppo of Ashton Genty.
I don't know if that's going to be any better against the Chargers, but I will say this. I don't necessarily think the New England defensive line is all that good. So that's a pretty scary stat, I would say, for the Raiders moving forward. And it's 1 week, so we don't really know. I'll also say this, Justin Herbert, coming off the best game I've ever seen him play. I know there's a lot of Chargers hype right now, but Greg Roman is their offensive coordinator. And as a longtime Ravens fan, I've seen a lot of Greg Roman football in my day. There's going to be weeks where the offense looked unstoppable, and there's also going to be weeks where the game plan is just completely mind-blowing, and you're just like, what am I watching on the television? I am very, very high on the Chargers this year, but I don't like this one bit. Chargers -3 at the Raiders. I think this line should be closer to 7. I'm taking the Raiders plus the points. And I don't think they're as good. I think the Chargers are clearly better. I think they're well coached, but I don't like the spot. I think it's weird. Brooks?
Interesting. Yeah, I'm taking the Chargers. I can't believe you're taking the Raiders here. I'm taking the Chargers in a blowout.
Chargers all day. No chance.
Look, I don't hate it at all. And if
Pete
they win
Carroll
by a
eats
million,
plants,
it's okay.
and Jim Harbaugh eats W's. Give me Jim Harbaugh.
Jim Harbaugh should get Jameis to eat some W's for him. All right. Anyway, that is our picks for this week. We're going to do every pick every week, every game against the spread this year, and we're going to see what our records are. If you don't remember our records from week 1, me and Brian both went 8-8. Brooks went 9-7.
And I am the reigning champ from last year. So
he's doing the Rob Van Dam thing right now. I love it.
I'm going to John Wall because I'm going to win this week.
You're going to do the John Wall? Oh my God. I forgot about the John Wall.
Hey, he just retired.
John Wall.
He got paid $47 million not to play last year for the Houston Rockets. It's freaking awesome.
Did he really? Last year?
Yeah.
Oh,
he was a healthy scratch. He was a healthy scratch.
He was
the entire
healthy
season.
Didn't know that. I thought he was hurt.
Do we think Justice Hill gets back into positive rushing yardage for the season this game? Yeah, I think so. I think there's a chance that Derrick Henry has so many yards in the first half that Justice Hill plays the entire second half by himself. I think this could get ugly.
Derrick Henry's running a concession stand by halftime.
Derrick Henry is probably so angry that he fumbled that ball last week. I would be so terrified to be a linebacker or a safety for the fucking Browns this week.
Yep.
I think I might have said that earlier in the podcast earlier. But anyway, those are the picks for this week. And before we take call-ins, we're going to take a few call-ins because I know Joe hasn't been able to call in at all over the last couple of weeks. We are going to bring back
Joe?
Our snake shaft. The guy from Arkansas, you know him.
Oh, never heard of him.
Man, we haven't got to watch this in a while.
Dude, I'm ready. I'm ready to rock and roll on this one. This is great. I'm excited.
Brooksy, you got it?
Man.
This is going to be Hot Guy Draft 2, Electric Boogaloo. It's going to be amazing. We haven't done a snake draft since the Bald Athletes draft, which was on July 24th. Nobody has touched the snake draft. So we've been a couple months away. And I think it was a nice little reprieve from the snake draft. I think it was getting we were scrounging for topics for a while, and it got a little old, but now it's back and it's going to be a lot more fun. So
is this my birthday? It's my podcast birthday present that we get to do the Hawkeye draft too.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And you get the
question: are we doing only athletes again, or can we
Bears
do anyone?
Beats Battlestar Galactica.
Can we do anyone, or is it athletes only? Last time it was athletes only. That's the question I'm going to ask Brian.
Athletes only.
Okay.
And that includes coaches, by the way.
Okay.
Does that include like ex-college players?
Sure, they're athletes.
All right, cool.
Okay, and I'm going to pull up
that brings my number one pick back in.
Are we allowing players from the last Hawkeye draft? I'm wondering.
Sure.
I don't remember the last. I need to pull up the.
I'm pulling it up right now, and I'm going to give everyone a rundown. It's going to take me a while to get there because it was a long time ago, but we're going to get there eventually.
Scroll.
Jesus.
Came from my plums.
Plum.
Man, this might have been. Was this old school format or new format? I don't even remember.
Old school format.
What is that noise?
I just passed our best beer draft. That got us a lot of heat with Delaware Dave.
Oh, dude, I got roasted.
That might be the next. Maybe that's the next one.
I got roasted.
I think we pandered too much in that one.
Yeah.
We need to do. Yeah. Where are you? I'm scrolling too.
I can't find it. Where are you, hot guys?
I got a Rolodex in my head.
Oh my goodness, where are we?
Hold on, I can go on Canva. Maybe it's on there.
It's typing Johnny Sins. See what pops up.
Astronaut, firefighter. Yeah.
Glenn, I apologize in advance.
Yeah.
Hey, I better see your ass on Sunday. By the way,
my ass. Oh yeah, you're gonna see my.
Got it. Got it.
All right. I said no, ladies.
And yeah, this was athletes only. So my picks were David Beckham, Brady Quinn, Bryce Harper, Cristiano Ronaldo, CJ Wilson, Dusty, Tom Brady, Henrik Lundqvist, Shohei Ohtani, Adam Scott, and Rafael Nadal. Brian, Jimmy Garoppolo, Justin Tucker, Kelly Slater, Jalen Hurts, and Eric Decker.
I remember the number one guy we didn't pick was Jesse Palmer. I specifically remember that, but
we all kicked ourselves in the ass for that. I mean, he was on The Bachelor. That's ridiculous.
Anyway, we're gonna redo it. I think we should try not to take any of those guys that we took.
I think we should not.
I think it'd be more fun if we don't. But yeah. Anyway, Brian, you get to pick the order because it's your effing birthday.
I would like to go first.
Brian would like to go first. He wants the 1-1. Who gets to go second, Brian?
Brooksy.
Okay, I'll go third. That's fine with me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we are back, guys. Who is the number one overall pick in the Hot Guy 2 Electric Boogaloo Snake Draft?
I hate you so much. I hate you so much.
Shout out Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I'm going to go with the number one overall pick. I'm going Bryson DeChambeau.
What? Beefy Bryson. He's a handsome fella. Is the C capitalized in his last name? I think it is.
It's actually lowercase, and so is the D. I'm kidding. He's not Jacob deGrom.
Well,
that's a surprising pick, I think.
Yeah, especially for the number one.
I don't dislike it.
I don't dislike it, but there's better.
Go for it, dickhead. Then who's
Wait,
your
I
better
really
pick?
wish-
Well,
I wish-
since you guys let me take any college athlete who's now a country music singer.
You're going
Riley
Riley
Green.
Green, aren't you? I
Thank
knew
you.
it. Damn
Thank
it,
you.
Yeah.
dude.
Brooks
man
has a
man could wash
Is
clothes
there-
on his chest. The
How
guy
many
is
E's
just
are there?
studly.
Green. Are there three E's or only two? Is there an E at the end of his last name?
No.
Okay.
Spelled like a regular green, because I think the Riley Green on Detroit is named is an E at the end. I'm not sure though.
Question: was Adam Scott taken in last year?
Yes. You took him.
damn it. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
you,
he's the first
read
guy I
A,
thought
read a
of.
book.
I just
Muhammad.
sent it. I just sent it. Dusty, I
sent it?
just sent it to you. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, I don't have it. Did you send it to me on Instagram?
Yeah.
Hot guy draft. Wow, this is something.
Man,
oh yeah, Rod
our,
Stewart
our,
has the music.
our Canva right there looks bad.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to take Jesse Palmer because we totally
All right.
totally ditched him on the last draft, and I think he is a very handsome fella. So I'm going to take
Strong jawline.
Excellent jawline. Got great meat chompers.
And then man,
In the wrap.
take one of the I will say this, nobody took him last time, and I think it was also a travesty. So give me Capitals great Tom Wilson. Very good looking.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn you.
Great looking.
Damn
man.
you.
That's a
I
good
take
one.
Jesse Palmer and Tom Wilson, and
That's a hot start.
That's a hot
strong, dude. That is strong.
Hot start in the hot guy
They're
draft.
melting the ice. They're melting the ice. Damn you.
Oh man, no,
Brooks. Joe says you should take yourself.
no.
No, he had a bowl cut, Joe.
You could take one of your
year.
good-looking teammates.
No. I would though. But I am gonna take somebody who I would like to grow up to be one day, in terms of looks
Barney?
wise, but I never will be because I can't grow a beard. Give me Jason Kelsey, baby.
Okay.
I love that man has a great beard.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And he's a little chubby like me, you know. I like
I
it.
think yeah.
I'm all about it.
He's gold. He's goals.
I'm going to go with two Panthers, which is very odd. I'm going to go
Okay.
Greg Olson.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Third
Third
leg.
leg
Third leg Greg. Third leg Greg.
And if I'm allowed, I'm going to take the coach of the Panthers, Danny Canales.
Wow. Dave.
Yeah,
Canales.
we say coaches.
Dave Canales, dude, he good. I mean, I was watching the Panthers game only because he popped up. I'm like, dude, this is a good guy. Like, what's going on?
Ooh, there's another
Panthers win more
good-looking
games just on his
coach.
looks.
Yeah, there's another good looking coach now that I'm thinking about it. He cuts his hair like every 3 days.
So did Matt Eberflus. It didn't work out well for him, though.
Fair. Can't argue that. All right, we took that guy. Let me go through a couple of these guys. Took him.
That's,
took
you
him.
want me to comment there, or you want me to leave that alone?
If you want. I realize what I've done at this point. You know what? Since you went coach, I'm going to go coach as well. Matt LaFleur.
Good call.
Okay.
Good call.
Matt LaFleur, small guy.
Just a little guy, but I mean, he looks like he gets his fade touched up every couple days,
I mean,
and he definitely does some nice eyebrow stuff going on there.
mm,
Damn, Jalen Hurts did go in the last one.
yep.
Handsome guy.
Handsome fella.
Only person to take a black person in the draft.
You're so cultured.
I am. The United Nations of picks.
Super duper culture.
There's a couple guys that I'm looking at right now, like from my Google search, that I don't know who they are, but Like, so I feel like I can't take them because I don't know who they are because they play like either soccer or something else or like tennis.
Yeah, I don't even know who are the new tennis players. I think that's like a good bar for good looking athletes because they're just all looking ripped to shreds.
Jesus.
All right, I'm stalling here, so I'm going to take Sean McVay. We're all going to take a coach. I'm just going to take Sean McVay.
Yeah, second round coach round.
Yeah, I think I had to take a coach there. And I'm just not going to take Travis Kelce, although it's probably a pretty easy.
Why not? Why does Travis Kelce get so much hate?
No reason.
I mean, I've hated the guy way before he's with Taylor Swift. I'm a huge Taylor Swift fan, as you know.
You're just mad because you took your girlfriend.
Well,
you and the Pips.
All right, I'm gonna get a little cultured here. Give me DK Metcalf.
There you go. Now we're talking, baby. Good.
Yeah, give me DK Metcalf. Massive dude, and apparently loves having sex with a lot of women at the same time, based on some stories I've heard about him. But that's okay. He's a professional athlete. He gets those luxuries.
Let's pay alimony.
Yeah. Brooksy?
All right. This was the culture round, apparently.
Don't do it because they're hot. Don't do it for the culture. Barry Melrose is not anyone's answer, Joe.
No.
Love his hair. I mean, he'd go in the best hair round, like best hair draft. For sure.
The mullet? The mullets? Mullets? Jesus.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, give me Neymar. The soccer player.
Okay.
Yeah. Brazilian.
Well, I'm not taking Andrew Luck on this one. I'll tell you that much. He looks like a mud flap. I will take TJ Watt.
TJ Watt, huh? Yeah, he's a good looking guy.
Yeah.
TJ what?
TJ Schwatt.
I'm fighting between three here. Fighting between three. Fuck. This sucks. Can't believe I'm about to do this.
Can you
give me Christian? Give me Christian McCaffrey.
Oh yeah, I like it.
McCaffrey. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah,
I was fighting between a couple here, and because I'm afraid one of them is going to go off the board here next.
Christian McQuestionable is off the board.
Damn it.
Can we fact check what Joe just put in there?
What did he put in?
What?
Yeah, Matt Wayrick. From the Baltimore Sun just reported. I'm sure somebody else got it before him. The Orioles have promoted Mike Elias to the president of baseball operations.
Who was the previous president? Did we have someone in that role?
This is
Underdog MLB has officially tweeted this as well, so it looks like that's happening.
The Orioles promoted Mike Elias to the president of baseball operations last offseason, but didn't announce the move. Sources confirm Brittany Giroli's report.
This winter.
Wow. Yeah. Team is exploring all options to fill out the front office beneath him. Okay. Interesting. I need to think through that a little bit. I need to think through that. So
was there anyone in the role before him?
No, I think when Brady Anderson was before.
Okay, that explains a lot.
I think, right? Am I wrong there?
He should be a strength and conditioning coach, but
he should be a sideburns coach.
How about you, Sideburns? No milk will ever be ours.
No milk. That is
okay.
all right. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that
Yeah,
afterwards.
yeah, we'll talk about that after the
Talk about
draft.
that after we just do the
After the
Hawkeye
draft,
draft.
yeah.
Sorry, that's breaking.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn. It's your last pick, and then I got to make a last pick, and I don't know who I'm going to take.
My last pick.
The last melon.
This is gonna. Ooh, yeah. Give me Chris Paul.
Chris Paul, eh?
Yeah.
From Wake Forest.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't do anything of note in the MLB. Or
I thought it was New Orleans Saints.
I was between him and another Chris. But...
Was it Chris Bryant, the other guy you were between?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm now between Chris Bryant, and I can think out loud here. I'm between Chris Bryant and Francisco Lindor.
Francisco. That's a fun name to say, Francisco.
I don't want any smoke here for not picking Lindor, but I'm going to take Chris Bryant. He's just his eyes are so dreamy.
Yeah. Tell you what, they don't get much bluer than his eyes. That's for sure.
I hate us. I hate us so much.
This is the one
man.
you
We did
wanted.
this for you.
Oh.
We did this for you. Okay. The Hawkeye draft is over. It has concluded. Bryson DeChambeau, Greg Olson, Dave Canales, TJ Watt, and Christian McCaffrey on Brian's team. Brooks' team is Riley Green, Jason Kelsey, Matt LaFleur, Neymar, and Chris Paul. Brooks is going to get all kinds of flack for picking a country singer as his athlete.
But dude, a great looking man. Just I
picked the Bachelor, Jesse Palmer, is mine. I got Jesse Palmer, Tom Wilson, Sean McVay, DK Metcalf, and Chris Bryant. Those are our teams.
I wanted Kevin Kiermaier. Good looking dude and can catch a ball.
Yeah.
A lot of gold gloves.
Easy.
A lot of gold gloves.
Yeah.
We're
gonna get we're probably gonna get some flack for not taking Travis Kelce as well.
Travis Kelce. Yeah. That's Ryan Mountcastle.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about this news that just came out because this is weird as shit, and it just came out in the middle of our Hawkeye draft and completely derailed it. What does it mean?
I mean, nothing changes.
So he was promoted to president of baseball operations. I assume he's been doing that and GM since, or maybe I don't really know what's good. Like, what is the procedure here? I'm kind of confused by this. I know we're gonna.
I'm interested.
It doesn't mean anything to me. It just doesn't. I mean, he's okay. He's still making the decisions. People are going to still go to him for all,
It means a lot.
Does it? How so?
It does.
And I'm not trying to be a dick. How so?
No, it means a lot in terms. So it means a lot because it just frees the Fire Elias comments go out the window now, right? Because he's been promoted to baseball operations and they've opened up the slot of GM. So they're going to start the search. Everybody wanted to search. They wanted to fire Elias to get a new GM. Now that whole argument goes out the window, and now they get to go look for a new GM. Obviously, they love Elias and they want to keep him in the organization, and I agree with that. The weird thing is that they came out and said that they promoted him over the last offseason quietly and didn't announce it. I don't understand that. I'm wondering if that's like to take any kind of blame that could be put on him for this year off of him. I don't know if that's the intent of it. But I don't think they needed to say that, right? I think they could have just.
Why? And any GM that gets hired is still going to go to Elias.
Unless they're justifying the promotion and saying, like, yeah, he wasn't the GM this year, so this doesn't fall on him. We're not promoting him for having a down year. That makes no sense, right? So
I don't think this is a very big organizational change. It's like promoting Theo Epstein from GM to president of baseball operations. You're still going to talk to Theo Epstein. And I'm using that as an example because that's actually something that happened. It's just like it doesn't really mean anything to me.
It does because it frees up the GM role. But it also means that we don't fire Elias. He's still in the organization. Which
I agree with you.
Didn't want to fire him.
I didn't want to
on the
fire him.
ladder.
I think all the shit he's getting is quietly just ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
all of our entire starting pitching staff got all the top 3 guys of our pitching staff were hurt going into the year. Like, what did you expect? Seriously, what did you expect? Like, I don't get it. How is it his fault?
I just don't. I'm sorry. Once again, I'm going to go back to what I said before. I don't think this makes much of a change. I agree with what Brooksy says. It gets rid of the questions of, are we going to get rid of Elias? We're not.
Well,
but
big because
any GM you get is going to be a figurehead. It'll just be some handpicked guy that Elias that picks, and then that GM is going to go to Elias, talk to Elias about who we should draft or do, or what moves we should make.
But it should be that way anyway. It goes that way in every organization, right? Unless Elias is truly going to be pulling the strings and working both roles, and nothing's going to change. I just don't think the Orioles would do that if they thought that's the way it was going to be. That would just make zero sense.
Okay, then so you take Elias. Elias is still hired and employed by the Orioles, and then you have a GM making picks, not going to Elias. I mean,
he would. I think Elias probably has to approve them. I think that happens. That should be maybe. I don't know.
We just created a new position for the Orioles to, spend another $2 million on, payroll.
Well, here's the flip side of it. So let's look at the Phillies, right?
I'm not trying to be a dick when I say this. I just don't.
No.
I don't get it.
But I'm trying to speak out. We're speaking out loud because we all saw this in the same time. And we haven't done any research on it, but you look at the Phillies, right? Dave Dombrowski gets all the credit in the world for how the Phillies are right now. He's not the GM. He's the president. He's the same role that Elias is in at the moment. And Don Mattingly's son is the GM.
And I didn't even know that. I didn't even know he had a son one, but I didn't know he was a GM.
So it's kind of the same situation as the Phillies, right? So, do I think that it could possibly be the same thing where the Orioles and everybody inside the Orioles trust Elias and want him to pull all the strings? Possibly, right? It could possibly be that way for sure. And like we just said, we all probably don't think that Elias should be fired, and we want him to stay.
No.
Right?
Because he drafts well. No, I think Elias should not leave.
No.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. We all think Elias should be there, and he shouldn't be fired as a GM. But with all the outcry and his seat is getting hot, if you will, with the Orioles fans and around the league, they get to promote him and bring in another GM, and they don't have to sit there and have to field and have to talk about his seat being hot anymore. It just resets all of that. So it takes all the blame off of him, and he still gets to be the GM, or he's the president of baseball ops, but he's still pulling on the strings. So they're either taking that route, right? Or it's going to be a collaborative effort, like kind of how Philly is. I mean, everybody says that whenever anything happens in Philly, they give Dave Dombrowski all the credit. I mean, they kind of give joint credit to Dave Dombrowski and Mattingly. So it's going to be kind of like that, I feel like. So it's interesting. I mean, that's why this is a big move. It takes all the heat off of him at this point, right? I mean, that's huge. It doesn't make the Orioles feel like
it doesn't make the on-field product any better. I hate to say that.
Well,
I get it takes heat off of him.
How so?
It takes the heat off of Elias. Okay, great. But Elias now gets to have a puppeteer make choices, and then we're still going to give Elias credit. But the on-field product is going to remain exactly what the on-field product is.
Why?
I mean, Elias is still going to be making picks, basically.
Which is great. We want that.
I have no problem with that. Hey, make him the GM and the president of baseball.
Apparently, that's what he's been doing this year.
I know. Apparently, it's already happening.
I mean, so it's like we said, it takes all the heat off. It takes the media off him for calling for his job and everything like that. It takes the pressure off the organization for okay, do we need to fire him? Because I mean, we're losing attendance because people are pissed because he's still the GM and blah, 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 and whatever else. So I mean, I think this is the right move. Right? Honestly, I think this was a great move.
I think it's a good move too. It's the president of baseball operations. Apparently, according to ChatGPT, originally the GM was the top baseball job, but as front offices grew more complex, analytics, player development, international scouting, many teams added the president of baseball operations role to set a broader strategy and manage increasingly large and specialized departments. So he's going to be more overseeing as opposed to hands-on, according to ChatGPT, and the GM would be more hands-on. I don't necessarily know what that means. I think him and Sig are probably going to be basically tag team in that job.
I bet you Sig just becomes a GM.
Yeah, or Sig is
maybe
Sig is just head of analytics, and then Elias is.
But it does
still
say
development.
It does say the team is starting a search for a GM under him now.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's just they want another guy in the room, another opinion in the room, as opposed in addition to Elias, which I think is a good idea, right? Like
this feels like they got somebody lined up and they just opened a spot for him.
They just opened up another position. And look, Jackson Holiday doesn't hit 272 because they have a GM now.
I love that.
Yeah, see,
I love what just happened.
I'm not against it. It's just it doesn't change the on-field product at all.
I don't know,
which is good.
Maybe I don't know who I'm speaking to here, because I don't know if our audience is the Elias head should roll camp. I mean, I would like to think we've talked and defended Elias so much that I don't think our audience would be that way. But I know a lot of Baltimore is like that. Look, there's not a GM.
Do we agree with everything? No.
At the beginning of this season, there's not a GM in baseball that wouldn't have wanted Adley Rutschman on the team. Did he underperform this year? Did he get hurt? Yeah. But it's not Elias's fault that Adley Rutschman wasn't good at baseball as good as baseball this year as he was in the past. It's also not his fault that Gunnar missed the majority of the first month of the season and then got off to a slow start because he had an intercostal strain. It's also not his fault that Kyle Bradish and Grayson Rodriguez and Felix Bautista can't keep their arms healthy. It sucks. We've lost. Those are 5 of the most 10 important players on the team. And what did we do? We had a terrible, disastrous start to the first half, and our GM / president of baseball operations stepped in and said, this is not the direction we want to go. We want to reset for next year. And he got us a bunch of fucking prospects that we can potentially roll out over the course of the next few years that secured our future. I think he has done an unbelievable job of drafting and developing. Do I agree with every single thing he's done? No. Did we agree with the Gary Sanchez thing when it happened? No. But you can be pissed about small things, but it's not his fault that this thing went to shit this year. It's just unlucky. And sometimes that's the way the life is. And somebody's head doesn't have to roll because the team got unlucky. It's not every time. It's not one person's fault. And I know it seems like the culture we live in now is that you have to blame somebody. No, sometimes it's just fucking shit luck.
And also, he led one of the fastest turnarounds of a franchise in any franchise history. I mean, he's the one who headed that entire thing up. So you got to give him a little bit of credit here. Do we agree with every decision? Fuck no. I wish he would have went out and been more aggressive in the offseason and got more pitching, but there wasn't a ton of free agent pitching, but he also could have been more aggressive in trading for guys.
There's another office in the warehouse that doesn't change the team. And just everything Dusty just said, which he's not wrong in any way, shape, or form. Okay, there's another guy in the room making decisions. Okay, so you brought in Peter Brand, right? Okay, so now that Billy Beane has Peter Brand with him, it doesn't make the Oakland A's better. It just means that there's another person to have a voice in the room, and that's fine.
That's an opinion, yeah,
that's totally fine.
Yeah.
I just don't think this is a big ass move. Signing Billy Witt or Bobby Witt Jr. is a huge move. Yeah. This means nothing to me. Okay,
I agree.
He gets another desk.
I agree. I think the big impact of this, like if we're looking, like if we want to make bullet points, like pros and cons list of this, right? I don't see a ton of cons unless you're in the camp of like Elias needs to go. That's the con because that's what the con would be.
All day. That's the best thing out of this move is you don't have to worry about Elias going anywhere moving forward.
So the positive is you keep Elias. And you take the heat off the organization, you take the pressure and heat off the organization and Sig and Elias. Everything just kind of, it doesn't reset, but it takes a ton of pressure off at this point because everybody all offseason is going to be saying, not everybody, but a lot of Orioles fans are going to be saying, fire Elias. They've been saying it all year. They've been saying it all offseason because he wasn't making moves.
Same thing with
So-
fired Hyde camp. They fired Hyde, and then things didn't immediately turn around, and now everyone's like, oh, now we got to fire Elias. It's just like, no. You don't have to fire the whole fucking organization. We won 100-plus games 2 years ago. We won 90-plus games last year. We had a bad start to the season. It happens. We had bad injury luck. Injury luck. We don't need to fucking force every single person out of the organization and start anew because of one bad year. It's not like there's still a window. It's open. It's still wide open. The American League is open.
So I think that's ultimately that's what this did. It took pressure off the organization, front office, and Elias and Sig. Maybe they have somebody picked out that they were like, man, we just can't turn this guy's brain down to get him in here. They have somebody picked out and they're like, all right, we'll move everybody up and bring him in as the GM, right?
It's gotta
since
be
that
Sig.
position, since that position is already open. I don't think it's Sig either, since they're saying that they're starting a search. I think it just moves everybody up a little bit.
How many jobs have you had where they open up a position, but they already have the person aligned?
That's what I mean. So
And
that's what this screams. It screams that, or it screams take the pressure off, bring a figurehead in that, like you said, Brian, is a smart guy that they like, but they have somebody to fall back on to say, like, if something goes wrong here, we have somebody to blame, which kind of sucks for the guy coming in. So I don't know what it is, but that's kind of ultimately every which way to look at it. There's probably 3 or 4 different ways to look at why this happened and how this is happening. So it's gonna be interesting. I like it. I mean,
it doesn't hurt anything. It doesn't hurt. Nothing's hurt by this.
Yeah, I agree. It just takes pressure off, which could be great as well. I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
I gotta pee. You gotta go. Are you wearing bike shorts? What the hell were those?
We'll find out when he gets back, I guess.
As long as I have no shorts when we got a real problem.
He's defensive lineman Sam Adams or beer connoisseur Sam Adams or white rapper Sam Adams?
I'm gonna go offensive lineman Sam Adams.
Is it offensive lineman? I thought he was a defensive lineman.
Oh, defensive lineman. I mean, defensive lineman Sam Adams.
Yeah. I wasn't sure. I'm of course Sean Springs, former cornerback of the Washington football team. Brian, who are you?
Brian Roger.
With a D?
No D.
No D.
all the way around.
Yeah, no D. All right, let's put the link in the chat. We're gonna open up to call-ins. I know once again, Joe has been wanting to call in for a couple shows, and I know we haven't been able to do it as of late. It's been busy. Sorry about that, Joe. And whoever else wants to hop in here for a couple minutes, and then we're going to send it off probably here in the next 10 or 15. But interesting news at the end of this podcast. If you missed it, we did some fun stuff today. We picked week 2 against the spread. We did the hot guy draft, redrafted Hawkeye Draft 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Shut up.
And Brooks, are you wearing bike shorts?
Are you wearing bike shorts? Yeah.
No.
Nah.
Golf shorts.
Okay.
I wish.
Brian was concerned that you may be wearing bike shorts, and that was your podcast attire. But we weren't sure.
I'm not against it. I kind of wish I was now. Hey, what's my punishment gonna be? Because I'm definitely losing. So you guys get to choose it, I guess, because you guys are the winners. You guys are the wieners.
I think you should actually have to wear face paint the entire podcast.
I can do that. Should I do a flare day?
And we'll or you just have to wear suspenders just by itself.
You have to wear a puka shell necklace for a week, but you can't address it.
Okay. I kind of, dude. Puka shells played in 2004 when I was in high school.
If anybody asks about it, you just got to completely change the conversation. Can't address it.
Like, you don't like my shark tooth?
Yeah.
All right, you guys send me one. I'll wear it. Ultimately, Send me whatever, and that'll be my punishment, I guess. Whatever you guys want me to do.
That's a ridiculous one. We'll take
We'll figure out something.
Joe, the link is in the chat. He said give him a second. Any other stuff you guys want to hit on life? Brian, what's the plan for the birthday tomorrow? What are you doing?
So work tonight, which will be crazy. That's why I took a sleeping pill last night, just to get. I just needed
Happy
sleep.
birthday to you.
Happy
birthday
to you. Happy birthday, dear
big
Ryan.
donkey.
Happy birthday from Roger McNugs. What's up, Joe? How you doing today, dude?
Hello, Joe. How you doing, buddy?
You're over the hill like me.
Oh man.
Not yet, buddy. I got it till midnight.
Well, just don't fall over the hill.
I won't. I promise. No. The plan for the birthday is work tonight, and then when I wake up tomorrow, once again, that's why I took the sleeping pill, because I haven't been sleeping that well, and I just need to get rest and get ready for the festivities the next couple of days. So tomorrow, when I wake up after work and all that stuff, get on the road, go down the beach, go right to Bethany, and then just kind of hit a couple pubs up near like the Fenwick Island area, like Harpoon Hannah's and stuff like that. Just kind of get drunk and be dumb. And then my mom, dad are coming down the next day. And then we'll see you on Sunday, Dusty, at Bull on the Beach.
Hell yeah. That's the plan. We'll probably be there 30, 40 minutes before the game kicks off. Try to get a table, establish our spot,
Yeah. And Joe, pardon me real quick, because I know you just got here. Dusty, I was told yesterday that Bull on the Beach, even though it's like the down season now at the beach, still is packed. Is that true?
Local spot.
It's definitely a local spot. I would say this week is bike week too. I don't know how Bull does for bike week specifically, but this is the Sunday of bike week. This whole week is bike week, so this Sunday will be Sunday of bike week. A lot of them leave on Sunday in the morning, but some of them will stay and linger and watch the Raven game and then head out. So I'm not 100% sure what to expect. It's either really busy or really slow, and there's almost no in between.
I guess the reason
like
for
I
that is
said,
what time should I get there to Bull?
I'll be there early, so don't worry about getting there early. We'll get a spot, and don't worry about it. But we'll make sure you have seats.
Just get something from mom and dad. Mom and dad are the big thing. Yeah,
totally cool. Gotcha. Joe,
what up, man?
Joe, how's Arkansas today?
It's hot as shit today, man. It's like
really
fake summer again. It's like 94 degrees.
Fake summer.
Damn, is it really? It's like 72 in Ocean City.
Yeah.
Boys, the Orioles are playing right now.
The Orioles are playing baseball right now with no GM. How are we gonna do?
Oh, no.
I gotta hustle my ass through this store because I'm supposed to get my knees looked at 2:45, and I don't know that I'm gonna make it today. But
damn.
my
What's wrong with your knees?
I'm old.
Fair.
And been on a route truck for 20 years.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not good for the whole body in general.
It's not.
Yeah.
But,
what's going on? So what's going on? You got any Arkansas facts for us today? You haven't called in a couple weeks. You got any stories or anything you got to tell us?
That's our fault. It's our fault.
There is an interesting fact.
Hey, Rick. What up, buddy?
Cave City, Arkansas is the only city in the United States to have a post office and a cave.
Kansas City, Arkansas? Is that what you said?
Cave City.
Post office?
Oh,
Cave
City.
Cave
post
City.
office in a cave? It's the only city.
What? I need
What
can we
constitutes
look
as
up
a
a picture
cave?
of this?
I don't have a picture of it.
Is Arkansas the most interesting state in America?
It could
I
be.
mean, you could mail a letter and then go spelunking right afterwards. It sounds like a great place to be.
Big spelunker. You're
Yeah.
big
Also-
spelunking.
They also grow. They grow very large watermelons in Cave City, Arkansas,
Do they?
and yellow watermelons.
Like the
Yellow?
outside is yellow or the inside is yellow?
The inside.
Really?
What? Are you sure they're not pineapples?
Yeah, I'm sure we're not fine.
And they're not upside down either. We're not doing swing. This isn't Swingers Central here.
Oh man, oh that's crazy. Well, anyway, Joe, how's the last couple of weeks been? I'm sorry we haven't gotten to talk to you in a little while. Has it been busy there?
Joe, are you at a racetrack by any chance?
Sounds like you're at he may be at a Pet Boys. Yeah.
Hold on. The road is behind me.
I thought the Indy 500 had in Indianapolis, dude.
The road is behind me. See?
I see that.
I see that. Yeah.
And everyone's speeding. What's that?
It may be. But yeah, the road is behind me. What can I do?
See
Oh,
it?
the post office is in a cave.
Whoa! Whoa!
You have to spelunk to get into it.
Dude, this is sexy. Holy shit. I want to actually go buy a stamp.
And Shannon's the one that sent that to me the other day. So thanks.
That's awesome.
Subtropolis? What does
Tropolis.
that mean?
Oh my God. It sounds like something I take a shit on.
That's pretty cool, actually.
That's sweet as hell. Holy hell.
That is kind of dope.
But yeah,
Huh?
What?
That's bizarre.
There's a fucking semi truck underneath there.
That's Joe's. That's where Joe is right now.
That's Joe right there.
I mean,
The Red Bull truck's coming through.
I'm an hour and a half. I think from Cave City right now. So
What's
That's
your route
awesome.
like, Joe? How far do you go away from
Yeah.
like the area where you live? When you like on a normal day, are you driving an hour away and then coming back? Or are you driving 2 hours away and coming back? What's your normal day look like?
hour, 90 minutes tops.
Okay, and then you start wrapping around the other way and coming back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What do you got, about 15 drops, 20 drops a day?
I can handle 9 to 10.
9 to 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
But just because logistically it's driving in between, it's tough sometimes. But
Yeah, I'm sure it's kind of a nightmare.
I used to have a much larger route, but we've added 6 trucks since I started 5 years ago. So
Oh, okay.
Who does Arkansas play this weekend? Football.
Mississippi, Ole Miss
Oh, okay.
in Oxford, and I think
In
they
Oxford.
said the line is 7 on the radio this morning for Ole Miss.
Ole Miss is favored.
Alright.
Ole Miss
Well,
is
yeah,
number
they-
17, and
they
they're
should
at
be.
home, so that makes sense. That's Lane Kiffin, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that should be a good game. I actually kind of like Arkansas. What have you seen out of the team so far this year? Do you like it? It's 7.5 now, by the way.
Taylon Green is playing Lamar Jackson style football.
Okay.
And he
Okay.
has the same.
So we need to watch
Same.
this game then.
He has the same college coach that Lamar had on his offense, so it
Is
makes
it
sense.
Bobby Petrino?
It is.
Nah, he's still got a neck brace on.
Really?
No, he doesn't have the neck brace, but yeah, he is the OC.
Oh,
He's got 10 touchdowns and 2 interceptions thus far this year, and 561 passing yards in 2 games. So I would say that's pretty good.
Man,
Pretty good
he's
numbers.
fast. It's cupcake schools they've played, but we'll see what he does against Ole Miss. Ole Miss defense isn't very good. God,
Yeah.
His rushing numbers.
I should not be sweating this bad at the middle of September.
Let's see. Joe, did you have a bunch of drinks? Did you go jogging before you got on this thing?
It's
They
only
give you wings, man. They give you wings.
They do.
It's only 78 here.
Yeah.
It's 74 here.
Hey, Jeremiah Jackson scored. Congratulations, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah Jackson's the
Jackson.
best player in the league. He's so good.
Might be.
All
Robert
right, Joe.
Redford's good looking man.
All right, Joe. Well, it was great to talk to you, man.
You guys did
appreciate you calling
fantastic
in.
last week with the we went 11-4. So we just gotta do the
Hell
money line.
Hell
Do the
yeah.
money line, and we're gonna. If the Ravens would have pulled it off, man, would have been in first place. But it is what it is.
It's okay.
We,
It's okay.
and hey, by the way,
Week
boys,
one.
we got to get a Joe. I don't know if you're a big golf guy, but we got to get a Ryder Cup pool going or something.
Oh, I'm in.
Oh yeah, that's coming up. We got to do something
We
for that.
got to do something.
Super duper unfortunate that I'm not going to be able to watch much of that. But yeah, I'm definitely down.
But yeah,
I've done my homework and I'm ready.
I don't know how you do a Ryder Cup pool, but
I won
let's
week
do it.
1 in Rip's fantasy league that I
Oh,
don't
nice.
I
Oh,
don't
did
give
you
a shit
really?
about. And
We
I
lost,
won.
fellas. We lost.
I beat Rick. We neither one of us really give two shits or know much about fantasy football, but I pulled off the victory.
Hell yeah.
Nice, man.
Brian's team didn't put up 60 points in our league this week because his team is mega ass and he hasn't opened the app yet since last year. So
I'm letting it breathe.
I think we're delegated. We're definitely derelegating the last place team this year for sure.
I want to eat the hot dogs again. That's all. And by the way, this is bullshit because I didn't lose last year. You guys made me eat hot dogs and do a punishment, and I didn't.
That was our fault. That was our fault.
So Joe, don't trust anybody. All right.
Who lost?
Yeah,
Milburn. Yeah. Fucking
Yeah.
How's
Milburn.
his team worse than yours?
Because he has a boat with no motor. I have no idea. I don't get it.
And hopefully next week or the week after, I'll be able to get Riley's ass on here with me. They took him away from me today again because people actually want time off. So you know.
All right.
But
People don't work anymore, buddy.
Well, we work hard. They deserve time off. I just like giving them shit because they take time off and take my helper away from me. So.
All right. Well,
What flavor you got? What flavor you got, bub?
This is sugar-free watermelon.
Yeah, we have that at Cabanas. We have the regular, not the sugar-free. But anyway, thank you for calling in, Joe.
Nobody wants that sugar.
We appreciate you, and we will see you next time.
Joe, you the man, dude.
There's a Tetris can you can get at Walmart and play Red Bull Tetris now. So if you find it, there's a QR code to play Red Bull Tetris. They're hard to find because it's only at Walmart, and they're selling really quickly. So.
I suck at Tetris.
It's like the Monopoly game.
I'm just bad at.
I just like the Monopoly game.
Anyway, we will see you, Joe. Thank you very much for calling in, and we love you.
Joe, you the man, dude.
Cheers, Brian. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it, man. You're a good dude. You're a good guy.
All right.
Boys, we lost week 1. We lost week 1 in the Holy Shirts and Pants League for the Ryan Ripken show. 104 to 106. So
yuck. Tough one.
Sick.
Let me get a hold of that team and I'll win that league for sure.
Well, when Joe's taking defenses in the first round, it's a pretty stacked league.
Oh, okay. It's that kind of league. Got it.
It's so our team. Let me rattle off our team since I did the draft for us. Dak Prescott, Chase Brown, Amari Hampton, CeeDee Lamb, Puka Nacua, Mark Andrews, Tyreek Hill, Jerry Jeudy, Will Lutz, and the Cardinals because they were playing New Orleans.
Are there 12 teams in this league?
Yes. And the bench is Tracy Bigsby, who I believe I just
got traded.
And I know, I think I just whatever. Stephon Diggs
going to be great behind Saquon Barkley. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
I just tried to use him.
The best handcuff in the
league.
league.
I just tried to use him as a waiver claim, and it has like a little off roster under his name right now, which I've never seen before. Anyway, Stephon Diggs, Brandon Ayuk on PUP list, and Addison is suspended, obviously. That
team is nasty.
Okay, so I thought it wasn't bad. The team I'm playing this week is projected to put up 173 points. Have you ever heard of that before in your life?
That's too many.
I'm projected to put up 104, which is pretty standard, right? I mean, anywhere from like 100 to 120 something.
Yeah.
173 points.
2 flexes makes it ridiculous, but that team must be really, really, really good.
So she has she has Jared Allen, Bijan Robinson, Pacheco, Drake London, JSN, Tucker Kraft, Garrett Wilson, Aaron Jones, Boswell, and the Commanders.
They have Jared Allen?
Jared Allen, that he went to the Hall of Fame. It's pretty
He's a
cool.
Hall of Famer.
Josh,
He's
yeah.
in the Hall of Fame.
Josh Allen. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
See, I think we should let Laura draft our team.
Laura's in
voting
this league.
Is she?
Laura's in.
Yeah.
Screw Laura. Screw her. All right, she's out.
She's the enemy. She's the enemy in this league.
All right, yeah, we don't talk to enemies. Laura, don't even
on.
comment on anything.
Hold on. Let me
All
see. Let me pull up Laura's team real quick. She has Lamar, Ashton Genty, Tony Pollard, Keon Coleman, Cortland Sutton, Sam Laporta, Emeka Egbuka, Terry McLaurin, Cameron Dicker, and the Detroit Lions as their starting lineup. She also has Scattaboo, Najee Harris, and Josh
kicker.
Oh, man. Let's pull up.
Kicker.
We need to pull up Rick's, and we need to pull up
Dick Arnold, Rick Arnold,
and we need to pull up
I just want to say real quick before we finish this, a new report for the Kawhi Leonard stuff.
I want to hear this.
The LA Clippers reportedly sent nearly $2 million to the now bankrupt company that is allegedly gave Kawhi Leonard all this money. And less than 10 days after the Clippers sent this company $2 million, Kawhi Leonard was sent $1.75 million by the company for a quote-unquote no-show job. What do you think that means?
So wait, he got paid recently? Like since the initial report came out?
No. So it's just that they're getting details now, and basically the Clippers sent the company a $2 million check, and then less than 10 days later, that company sent Kawhi Leonard a $1.75 million check.
This has got bad news written all over it.
I mean, this is like, does the NBA has a decision at this point? Because I was listening to Bill Simmons' show, and he's like, he's the NBA guy, and he was like,
yeah.
Does this want to? The NBA? Do they want to make this like a Donaghy level thing? Because they probably could, or do they want to make this? Do they want to sweep this under the rug and not? We don't need to talk about this for 6 more months. You know what I mean? Like
they're gonna have to make this a Donaghy. They got to set an example here of the Clippers again. Unfortunately, but this is not good.
Yeah.
And once again, it could be a slippery slope where you have other owners who are doing the same shit.
Well,
and we just don't know about it yet.
Apparently, this is like a very normal thing in the NBA, but it's never been this much money. Usually, it's like $300 grand, $400 grand, whatever. Or like, hey, you can use my private house in the Bahamas for a couple weeks. Wink, wink, whatever. But it's never been $7 million over the course of 4 years each. That's a pretty astounding number.
Yeah, when TJ Watt is making less money than John Wall to not play.
Yeah.
Think about that for a moment. The NBA money is so stupid. And
Remember
these guys can't play. Andre Blatche.
$78 million and they got cut before the season started.
Yeah. And by the way, they can't play back-to-back games because it's too much for them. They're not taking fucking steam locomotives to each game. Just their final private jets. Play back-to-back games, you twats. Just do it.
Steam locomotives.
All right, fantasy news. I need some fantasy advice. I got 2 trades that just came in my police league.
Take Jeff George.
I'm not taking any advice from you. They want to trade me Austin Eckler and Tyler Algier for Jordan Mason.
No.
Nope. It's a hard no, dog.
That's 2 bench guys for a starter. No.
Exactly. Yep. And the other one is the same 2 people for Quentin Judkins, the guy for Cleveland. Quinshawn Judkins.
I think there's a good chance Judkins is going to be the starter by like week 7 or 8.
That's what I was thinking too.
No. I don't like it. I think you just hold your horses where they are. I think getting Eckler and Algier are good bench guys, but what's the point of having them? Trading a starter for 2 bench guys, unless
Austin Eckler is archaic but still a decent player, and Algier is going to get backup carries behind our boy Grey Poupon.
Grey Poupon.
Bijan.
Robinson.
Yeah, there's a team in my league called Bijan Mustard. I just noticed today. So that's a Brian Rogers ism. Anyway,
Immaculate Grid?
Bijan Dejan.
I'm cool with doing an immaculate grid real quick, but it's going to be a quick one because we're going long and I gotta work soon.
Yeah.
And I have to cook some chicken thighs that I've been thawing out. All right, I'm gonna share my screen.
What are you cooking chicken thighs for, bud?
I meal prep every week, so I haven't done it yet, and it's Thursday, so I should probably do it.
You do. Fair enough.
So anyway, here we go. This is today's immaculate grid. 200 hits in a season is a big yuck. That's hard to do.
Ichiro.
It's gonna be number one.
Yeah, that'll be the number one. Ty Cobb, Honus Wagner, Rogers Hornsby. Okay, Mets Yankees immediately thinking David Cone, Darryl Strawberry. I'm sure there's plenty more. Gary Sanchez played for both of those teams. There's more. 300 career home runs, Yankees. They don't have to have 300 specifically with the Yankees. They just have to have 300 in their career.
Gary Sheffield
played for the Yankees. Gary Sheffield, Mark Teixeira, Darryl Strawberry again, Reggie Jackson.
David Justice?
A lot of guys. David Justice. I don't know if he has 300 homers. He might. Any other guys? 200 hits in a season is going to be the one that's tough. If you guys can think of any Orioles that did that. What are we doing here?
200 plus hits in a season. Tejada?
He had a year where he had like 160 RBIs. I would imagine he had 200 hits that year.
Right.
There was also there was a year where Melvin Mora hit like 345.
Who was the Marlin guy? The guy that was just like smacking the ball around.
Luis Castillo.
Yeah.
Luis Castillo had like a 40 game hit streak.
Yeah.
I was like Richie Ashburn come to my school guy.
That's an old school guy. Probably did it. I'm trying to think who's like.
I can't believe Richie Ashburn.
I assume Pete Rose has done this a ton.
Yeah, probably a lot. I know Ichiro had a season where he had 262 because he broke Tris Speaker's record. Or
why don't we do Tris Speaker?
Yeah. Let's do that. I don't know who that is.
Which one? Do we think the All-Star game existed when Tris Speaker was playing baseball? Because I don't know.
Were there still stars then? Like, the galaxy
All-Star game existed.
Put Tris Speaker in there. Fuck it. Let's just do it for shits and gigs.
Let's see what year he played. Hold on. Let's see what year he played. Because if it's like 1800 something,
I think he was on the Titanic.
1928. I just don't know if the All-Star game was a thing yet. What year? How many All-Star games have we had? What anniversary was it this year?
You guys go to all the All-Star games. You should know this.
They don't announce the anniversary of the All-Star game at the game.
Is it cheating to look up how many All-Star games there have been?
I don't think so. Right?
I don't think so.
How many All-Star games? MLB. What year did we start the All-Star game? It started in 1933. Tris Speaker is not an All-Star.
Damn it. Let's do like DiMaggio or Gehrig or something like that.
Oh, Joe Morgan. Why don't we do Joe Morgan?
Okay.
Ooh, I like that.
I like that.
Joe Morgan, do you want to do that for Gold Glove or All-Star? Because he's definitely both.
You pick.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's do both. Yeah, do both.
I didn't know you could do both.
What do you mean?
Gold Glove and 200 hits.
Yeah. No, I mean, which one do you want to put Gold Glove and 200 hits?
Gold Glove and 200. Yeah,
Joe Morgan. This has got to be correct, right?
I think.
Dagger.
No!
What a dagger. We lost already. All right. Well, I'm going Gary Sanchez here because I think that's the best answer here.
Joe Morgan never had 200 hits?
0.4. Joe Morgan, or he never won a Gold Glove. Was he a bad third base or second baseman? I don't know. I kind of want to guess that dude Brandon Phillips for one of these 200.
Ooh, I like that.
I don't think he had 200 hits.
He might have. He had some good seasons. All-Star 200 hits. Well, we've already lost, so I'm just gonna go rogue.
Go
here.
for it.
Melvin Mora. Damn it.
Wrong again.
I don't think Melvin Mora went to an All-Star game.
Yeah, he did. He started in an All-Star game.
Mm-hmm.
We had Brian Roberts, Tejada, and Mora starting in one game. He also hit like 350 one year. He must have had like 190 hits.
He had 4 kids that season.
We've bungled this. Do we want to go Mark Teixeira somewhere on this left column because he fits all of them?
Sure.
Where do we want him?
Gold Glove. Well,
Gold Glove, 300 hit homers.
Sure. Watch that be wrong too.
No, I know that he has got like 400 homers and several Gold Gloves. 300 homers career, Yankees. Well, I know Yogi Berra just got passed by Judge. I know DiMaggio.
Did Cliff Floyd play for the Yankees for a year?
He played for the Mets.
No, he went for the Mets. Yeah. Let's do Mets. Fuck it. Mets All-Star.
Mets All-Star, Cliff Floyd? Yeah, but he has to win. He has to have been an All-Star with the Mets.
That I don't know.
Starling Marte.
Jonas Cespedes.
Ooh, I like that. Let's do it.
Yeah. Yoni.
God, we would be killing this if we weren't so bad. 200 hits in a season for an All-Star.
Pee Wee Reese.
That's Juan Uribe.
Pee Wee Reese. Juan Uribe.
Brian
I know Gene
Sandberg.
Segura led the league in hits one year, but I don't know if he got the 200 that year. That's like a weird knowledge thing I have.
Jose Ramirez, my boy Jose Ramirez, the most underrated player I think I can remember.
I don't know if he has 200 hits. 200 hits is so many hits. Juan Pierre or Luis Castillo? Who do we like?
Luis Castillo.
Nope, not that one. Nope, not this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the pitcher for the Mariners.
Work, man.
Yeah.
We
fucked.
suck.
We suck.
We
Juan Pierre. I know Juan Pierre had, oh my God. I don't know if he did. 200 hits is so many hits. All right.
Bartolo Colon. Yeah.
Should we go to football instead?
Yeah, please. Just get us away from here.
Packers and Washington. Don't know.
Roger Hornsby.
Tris Speaker.
All right. I think it's time to just call it, guys. This is
all right, boys.
All right. The Immaculate Grid was bad today. Sorry about that, guys. We tried.
Bad.
We've been going for way too long. I really appreciate y'all joining. Happy birthday to our co-host, Brian Rogers. We love you, buddy.
Thank you, buddy. I love you guys very much.
Doug?
Yeah, send off Chuck. And also on Tuesday, I'm going to be downtown. Dusty, if you want to do it together, we can. Tuesday. Let me get another beer.
Downtown what? Why do you guys always leave me by myself, these sons of bitches? Sons of bitches. Guys always leave me by myself. Always leave me by myself.
Well,
big fan of how you said. Big fan of how you said Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. And by the way, I want to give a shout out to your dad who just texted me. Glenn, you're the man. You got great sons. They're awesome. They're killer. So thank you very much for the happy birthday text, bub.
To Tris Speaker.
Tris Speaker.
Where the fuck did you come up with that?
That was amazing.
Having ourselves a hell of a Thursday right now.
Hell yeah,
my
man.
God.
Oh no. I'm well rested.
I'm
I got
6
some
beers
sun.
deep already.
I got some sun yesterday, sat on the roof, It was nice.
Downtown what?
Tris Speaker had 200 hits in a season 4 times.
Sweet.
He led the league in doubles 8 times.
That's 800 hits.
Yeah.
Thank you. I hate us. I hate us so much.
He had a season where his on-base percentage was 470. He also had his career on-base percentage was 430, by the way. Good player.
Do you think, and here's a real question, do you think somebody hits a field goal over 68 and a half yards this season?
68? Isn't the record 66?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
68?
They got the old K balls this year.
I'm telling you,
What does that mean?
that Chris Boswell,
They went back to letting them beat the shit out of their balls.
Dude, you're right. That Chris Boswell kick. You're right.
It was halfway up the uprights, and it almost went into the net like it was going into bed.
It's just like, how many field goals are going to be attempted over 68 and a half yards? Maybe
it's got to be at the end of a half.
Maybe
end of a half, yeah.
You're just betting one of those 3 goes in.
Yeah.
I think it's an over. I think it's 69 here.
I think it could be a 70 year.
Oh. I mean, it's over under 68 and a half. Do you think it gets hit this year? And I'm not taking a pie to the face or anything. Just I'm asking a question.
I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say yes.
I'll say no, but I think it happens here pretty quickly in the future.
Yeah, I think it's definitely doable in the next.
I mean, dude, I watched the kickoff of the Monday night game. The guy hit the ball through the uprights. He kicked it off from the 35. So
McAfee even said the other day, with them going back to the old K balls, like these kickers are going to be crushing balls.
What's the difference between a K ball and a regular ball?
Well, they've always had K balls, right? Like it just denotes like these are only for kicking. But I guess they're allowed
like higher pressure or anything. Or?
They're basically allowed to beat the shit out of them again.
Okay.
So apparently the one
70 yards.
I mean, he could do it. He can do it. Obviously, we saw it. We already saw it in the preseason.
I mean, yeah, we saw Loop do it in pregame warmups. It's definitely doable. It's just going to be tough to do in a game circumstance and getting an opportunity to do it.
You need the opportunity to do it. And like I think like Dusty or one of you guys said,
that's the hard part.
Missing a field goal is a turnover. So if you're kicking from that distance, you're turning the ball over.
That's a fucking turnover. That's one of my favorite things. That's one of the most underrated things. To miss a field goal is a turnover because most of the time you're giving them the ball with pretty good field position. Mm-hmm.
It's got to be
NFL will not discipline Lamar Jackson for pushing the
as they should.
Fuck yeah.
Good.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. NFL.
Well done. And
thank you.
Actually, I'm not going to lie to you. I know spitting is not a thing, and if you guys talked about this already, I apologize. But I'm glad they did what they did to Jalen Carter. Was he an idiot? 100%.
Yeah.
He served a 1-game suspension, and he got fined his game check.
Yeah,
that is it.
I think
that's totally fine.
I think that's exactly what they should have done, and I think it was the perfect punishment.
Yeah,
I agree. Totally agree with you. All right.
Well, I'm gonna say something real quick. Obviously it's been a rough week and a half. To all of our friends, to all of our good friends, a lot of them which good form to everybody. Just they're all taking care of each other. They're doing exactly what we should do. Justin Kiss, Dan Strickler, Bubba, that's her mom. Just well done. Just good form by everybody, and some people have had to be put in check for making things about themselves, and they've been put in check by the appropriate people. But just good form by all of our very close friends. Jay Harknish, Travis Webb, just so many good people taking care of good people. And that's what we always strive for. Like if you're a good person, then good people are going to take care of you. So thank you to all of them. Yeah.
Yeah. We love you, Alicia. And we will send off today with that.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Brian, and we love you, Alicia.
Giddy up. And Dusty, I'll see you on Sunday. Woo!
See you on Sunday. See you on Sunday.
Sunday.
Happy weekend, guys.